Welcome. We've got a multiplayer game here with Aran versus FonderCargo. In the Old World tournament here, they have chosen to play on a dual-sized square coastal rain basin, which is a pretty close map. And Aran has picked Assyria with a intelligent judge to start. Yeah, we are getting underway here. Fonder has picked Assyria with a intelligent judge. We will see what Aran picks here. This is match 9 in the bracket. And since we're waiting potentially for another host to show up here, the game will get underway shortly. So just hang on tight here. Both these players, from what I understand, are pretty good from what I've seen. So they've had some significant experience and have done several duels and played. So we have Assyria as well. Looks like we've got an Assyria mirror match. So I guess they did allow duplicates in this game. So yeah. Looks like we are underway with an Assyria mirror match, both picking hunters here. The game is there with double elephants. That definitely makes you want to pick something with trapping so that you can improve those elephants with sweet orders. And some scouting and harvesting from Aran to start off. Looks like we're doing simul turns to start. I have all of you joining in chat. Right, and he's put his schemer leader. So we have a schemer versus a judge to start out, and he's put his schemer leader on his slinger. Okay, I'm going to ping the players that they should feel free to start. All right, since we are at time at this point, it is 11 p.m. here on the West Coast and 6 p.m. in UTC time, or 6 a.m. in UTC time. Ping the players to let them know we can start, and I think they're going to start here. Around just ended their turn, and we are off to the races. Good luck and have fun. So we've got turn 2 underway here. They're still in simul because they have not met first, and they haven't started the turn timer yet, but that's okay. I think both these players are pretty fast. So got a promo here. They're looking for the nearby barb site. So no general, but a promo, and the promo is focus 2 for extra focus goodness. And over here, 5 orders still on Iran. So we've got pink Persia and yellow Persia. Unfortunately, the colors change, so we're always looking at yellow Persia, or sorry, Syria, depending on who's observing. This is one of the challenges that we have with mirror maps and duplicate nations. Your color is always that nation color, and the enemy color is always pink. So it'll be a little hard to keep track, but we've got West Assyria and East Assyria, but please don't be confused by the colors swapping. That's just normal here. All right, we've got 2 orders left. He's found the barb site. These barb sites are pretty spread out. So, and again, it is a square dual coastal rain basin. So, Okay. Here. Right. On turn 3, we've got some harvesting here. We've got an Assyrian mirror match. See if I can grab a co-host. Here with they're both attacking that first barb camp. Okay, and here we've cleared that first barb camp, so a little bit difference here. He's um, Fonder on West Assyria is moving towards the most southerly barb camp, which is almost connected with the river, and Aran is moved and has cleared the southwestern barb camp. I think there might have been a crit there. Yes, I think he might have gotten an event. Let's see, I'm not actually sure. You're attacked by, okay, and yeah, well, did not miss miss there. So okay, so I think a little bit challenging because he got his movement out first. Aran scout is already here, so we might see some early conflict here. But definitely advantage at the moment for Fonder. He has cleared, or sorry, advantage at the moment for Aran. He has cleared his barb site already. I think there might have been a lucky crit. Unfortunately, I did not see it. It's fun toggling between. So he's got barb site first, and he also has had a scout nearby, so he's getting good vision. Schemer scouts are amazing, and potentially Aran has also bought some orders, and that may be why his scout got there. No, he has not bought any orders yet. So let's see here. We've got our first turn timer going up here. 3 orders still for Aran, some harvests. He does have 25 seconds extension potentially, and all out of orders there. So we're on to turn 5. A crit, so he's cleared the barb camp. So Fonder has cleared. Assyria's crits are incredibly powerful and really, really strong here. So we've got that first barb camp cleared for both players, with an interesting difference that East Assyria, Aran, has cleared this southwestern camp, is that settler on the way, whereas West Assyria, Fonder, has cleared the most southerly camp from his immediate capital, but has settled his free city site, so did not get blocked with the Schemer Scout. If some of you have watched my recent games, you may have seen I have suffered from people blocking me with Schemer Scout, so very nice to see that that didn't happen here. We'll see if Fonder's Scout heads out west to make it to block Aran's free city site. All right, we're on to turn 7. Tech choices for the players. We've got Divination discovered and Free Worker discovered. I think he already picked up Divination, so better Science because he's got a Schemer. We got 22 Science against 14 Science. The Schemer Science advantage here. Judge is an interesting choice, but potentially very strong. We might see a timing attack with a quick upgrade. The map is pretty small. The players are starting 5 and 40, so only 35 tiles away, so they can quickly go east. And yeah, there's just this central barb site in between with Lake Urmia and Lake Moreus, and this is the middle of the map here. We've got some Scythians down here, and it looks like this is, what did this attack? This attacked a Scythian Nomad Skirmisher, and yeah, not sure where that Nomad Skirmisher went. Might have gotten a kill. Let's see what the XP looks like. Potentially there was a kill there. Yeah, and over here he's clearing the second spawn. I think thanks to Schemer orders, Aran was able to probably, I feel like he bought orders. Yes, he did buy orders twice, which let him potentially move that slinger early to be able to clear that barb site. All right, turn 8. The game is playing quickly here. Both players are pretty experienced in network play, and so we see pretty good play. He's clearing the final Marauder from this. Should be fine there. Aran's scout is chilling inside Fonder's territory thanks to Schemer's invisibility, so he's got perfect vision of his opponent. Although I think he knew where this was. Yep. And then, meanwhile, as I was talking about, Scouts blocking city sites. Fonder here is actually blocking Aran's cleared city site, and kindly the players went to tight here so that they can attack each other, because we're going to have a little bit of combat here. Very polite from them to swap off Simul after 8 turns, and we have the first conflict between our players at this turn here. Okay, so blocking the city site, I mean, the settler could just go north and settle here. We'll see what Aran chooses to do. Yeah, he could go north and settle here, but I think he really wanted to settle this site first, although there's really not that much great stuff at this site. Maybe some incense if you do clerics. We will see here. Fonder has moved his scout. He presumably could have sat there for a little bit more, but yeah, maybe he was worried about a crit, and he's hiding in some forest over there. Meanwhile, Aran's scout is over here looking around what's going on, and I think we're going to see a settle from Aran here shortly here, and he'll go up to 2 cities. Got delayed, I guess, by a turn there. Of course, Fonder settled his free city site, not his cleared city site, which does mean that his slinger is just chilling here. Fortunately, I guess he got some crits, so the slinger didn't die to the barbarian spawn, because he had to deal with 2, because he wasn't able to use those schemer orders to move to clear the second city site quickly. And he is also holding court to get some civics income going on the judge. Early on, hold court isn't that much civics. It scales up with the turn and the city count. But 110 civics is a lot of civics. 3 turns. That's basically a 50% civics increase for him, going from 31 a turn to something like 55, like 85 a turn. So actually more than that, because you average it out, right? 110, 55 a turn. So yeah, he's going from 31 to 85, so more than doubling his civics, which is the joys of judge. It does take 100 training though, but Assyria is pretty has lots of training here. So he's gone clerics, hunters. Curious to see what his 3rd city will be. And over here we've got a champion site and a hunter site. So we are yeah, really curious to see what his 3rd city will be. So clerics, hunters, and hunter champion. All right, toggling back over to Fonder, we've got a second settler away. Aristocracy is being researched. We can see what he's researched so far. He's got divination and aristocracy. We're going to be curious to see if we're going to have competition for founding Zoroastrianism. That might be something that we see early on here. Generally getting an early religion is very important. Fonder also has an ambition for 3 connected cities. No ambition yet on the Aran side, no ambition completed, so we'll see whether he gets an ambition next turn, since we are on tight again, so we're playing turn by turn. Looks like Fonder is considering which tech to go here. He did pick aristocracy and then unpicked it. He's got another settler, so this slinger is tied up a little bit, and he's going worker first in his cleric's city site, having found it a little bit earlier. Don't see a tech. Okay, aristocracy is locking in aristocracy. All right, let's go see what Aran does on his turn. So he's founded his champion seat here. He's got a pretty healthy slinger with that schemer with a pretty insane crit chance, thanks to yeah, 35% crit chance thanks to that schemer leader. He's scouting over here, has found some gold, and I think he harvested it potentially, and is moving around with his scout, getting some vision. It's very hard for us to see actually what they've explored, unfortunately, but you can sort of see both players know where each other are at this point. It's a mirror map, so you know exactly where your opponent is. And yeah, he is going for comp bow, so we might be seeing a Archer Rush and Assyria Archer Rush, a very, very powerful strategy. We haven't seen this yet in the tournament, but he got Divination and is going for Compo. Compo with Schemer, get a lot of Slingers and then upgrade them. So interesting to see this champion site champion seat going for a settler. I guess he's going to clear this out with his super duper slinger here. Let's see if, yeah, that's Scythian Sight. It's going to clear it. I think he killed one of the units there. I'm sorry, I missed that. There's a lot, because they feel like there should be another unit here, but there's not. I think he might be getting some amazing crits on this so far. Let's toggle back over to Aran, or sorry, back over to Fonder, West Persia, or sorry, West Assyria. He is going to get his settler out here shortly. Tribal turn processing. Okay, we see the tribe is attacking over here, and that is a very long tribal turn processing there. Right. There we go. Okay, although the tribes took their time there on that turn, a little unusual, and they did attack over here as expected. All right, let's see what Fonder does. He's assigned a general, a zealot general, the queen consort, his wife. We can see who he's got here. Has 2 kids already. Let's take a look at what the child situation. 3 kids over here. So everyone is producing heirs and spares. So let's toggle back over to Fonder here. He's assigned the general and going towards aristocracy. Will settler. He'll probably settle this. Curious to see whether he goes champions or patrons. This could be a patron site. We've got some silver. We've got some gold. Actually, if you expand the borders, you've got a really great patron site here, because you've got gold, silver, and double silver and gold. So those are both precious, which gets 25% extra culture per precious material. All right, let's toggle back over to East Assyria. I will give Nizar a call so he can join us and co-commentate. Hello, Nizar. Good evening or morning, as it may be.
It is good morning. It's only 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yes, are you
Uh,
able to join in the game and observe?
yes, I'm already in
Okay,
the
excellent.
game. I'm already watching a little bit. I already put the um, link on general, so hopefully we're gonna
Thank
get
you, thank
more
you.
2 a.m. in the morning for and 11 a.m. between 2 a.m. and 11 a.m. in
Yep,
the
yep.
U.S.
Cool. All right. So to update you on the situation, both players have gone Assyria. We have a difference between Judge from Fonder, who is West Assyria. The color changes depending on how you observe, so let's not use the colors. And East Assyria by Aran, who started with a schemer. We did see one turn block of his city, cleared city site. Fonder put his scout there, but then moved it away. And it was a little bit different as well. We've got hunters and champions, and we've got hunters and clerics on the other side, and then comp bow, I think,
Oh,
is
I
the
love
interesting
it.
side on Aran. Aran is going comp bow, so I'm curious to see whether we're going to be seeing an archer rush out of Aran. Archer rush from Assyria is really terrifying thanks to that crit.
I love it. I already love this match. Again, thank you very much for picking up
Yep,
me and Scientific. Could definitely drop the ball on this one. We're on Aran.
no
He
worries.
is
Yeah, we are back on Iran's turn. Let's take a look what's going on over here. He is clearing the central site, the Scythian site here, which is also a very, very rich site. Lots of marble, lots of silver, lots of gems. This is a very, very, very rich site. Looks like he's going to clear it. He's pulling that militia as well. He's got a settler started from this champion seat, which is an unusual build for a champion seat, but makes sense that he wants to get this site claimed. He's going to take the middle here. And then over here, he's completed the settler. I'm expecting it to move over to his free city site. And indeed, there it is.
so just to take a moment and talk about these two players. I'm not sure if you have played against them in the past.
I've played
Um,
against Fonder. I haven't played against Ron, but I understand both are pretty skilled.
yeah, so Founder, it's definitely a normal start for Founder to go judge. This is the first time I see Aaron going for schemer. But I am pretty sure he watched one of the videos or he played against Scientific, who loves going for schemer on Assyria. Um, I mean, it's a smart choice. You're getting more wisdom to be able to get that crit and just throw all of your energy into that idea of I'ma just hope I crit and kill you with it.
Like
If we
Fonder
look,
is pulling down his settler. Sorry to interrupt you. Just want to make sure I commentate what's going on in the game.
yep, go ahead, go ahead.
He's pulling his settler down to found his third city here.
I wonder what he's gonna go for. I mean, he doesn't.
It looks like he's
There are
going for
only so many options.
looks like he's going for Zoroastrianism because I see he's started the shrine of Shamas, which is the order shrine, and then it has another shrine, Shrine of Ashur, in his capital. So I'm going to be expecting once these slingers pop out, he's probably going to go double acolyte and try to pick up an early Zoro.
I don't blame him. Choke your enemy out of religion, get that science up and running. This is, from my understanding, a dual coastal rain basin.
Yep, square.
It's gonna take a second there for them to meet, so the more science you pull, the better position you are in.
It's actually very close positioning, I'd say. They are about, um, let's see here, what tile is this?
It's not that far. You're very right.
35 tiles away. So pretty close between the capitals. And they've already settled towards each other here. All right, let's toggle back over to East Syria and Aran. He is scouting around here, looking at this barb site. He's cleared the middle site. He's got 5 turns on the settler. He's about to probably settle this. Let's see what his last thing is, patrons or clerics. I'm guessing clerics because there's no patron site there. But we will see here. He could potentially settle another hunter site here and then save patrons for the middle of the map. Nope, he does go clerics here. So, all right, as expected.
It would make no sense to go anything other than cleric over there.
At this
Um,
site, yes. I mean, one option you
yeah,
could have done was to settle hunter here, although it's not particularly great for hunters. Um,
you're right.
but and then take the amazing patron site. Like this is a killer patron site in the middle of the map with double gems and silver and all that marble. If you manage to expand your borders south, like this is a really juicy city site for patrons. Um,
Yeah, you're very right. The question is, I'm the type of player who likes to make sure I have an equal amount of city family. Where else would he be able to pull another patron? Is
I
my
mean,
question on that one.
the very nice thing about patrons is because they increase their happiness with every culture level. It's very easy to actually just have one patron city. They usually stay pretty happy. And we don't have a patron city in this game though because he's gone champions here at this city site. West Assyria Fonder. Again, the colors swap every time I observe, so sorry for that. And he's founded champions here, so really curious to see which way he goes. He's got some Numidians that he's at war at to the south. Is he going to clear south? He's at war with them. They do have, okay, so there's barb site, a little bit map asymmetry here. We've double barb site here where we've got double Numidian site over here. And then we just have the very sad Danes off in the corner eating some fish.
Oh, makes sense. That's his only options to go downward or go for those barbarians. But does he have? I don't think he has the power to go for those barbarians that are almost at the middle.
Not yet, but he is building double slingers here, so presumably that's going to
Yeah.
help a little bit. And this river there's pretty good river connections actually between all these cities. So these two cities started connected, and this city, assuming once he explores the coast, it might actually be connected as well. Let's toggle back over to East Assyria, where we've got Aran, with seeing what moves he's about to make. He is building a slinger from his cleric's seat before a worker and a settler out of this champion seat. And he has put militia on this city site to go heal his slinger. See what he does with his orders. He's also getting a shrine here. He's got the barracks as well. So he went for the military shrine out of his capital, and he's getting barracks up. I don't see a second shrine, so that probably means that Zoro is going to go to Fonder, West Assyria.
He is still going for the double settler. Wow.
Yes, he's getting a
Founder is
settler out
going
of his
for
cap.
double slinger. So Founder will have the power at the beginning, just a little bit of power to be able to
Yes,
make
yes,
moves on
but
him.
Compo is 8 years away. So Compo, I presume once that we see these
That's
settlers, he's probably going to. I mean, he's got this city site. I don't know where he plans to do his next city site actually, so that'll be curious to see. Let's toggle back over to Fonder on the west. He also hasn't assigned. Neither player has assigned, or they got a tea event, I guess. Both players? No. Okay, only Fonder has a tea event and has some tea to assign to get somewhere. I'd like to see that probably assigned to his champion cap to scale that up, get that culture going there, so you can produce the unique unit. He's healing up his slinger, and over here, scouting around here, he has seen that he sees that Aran has the city site in the center and has settled this city site, which he has not yet settled the equivalent there. That'll be really
wow.
interesting once Fonder settles this city site, 1718 coordinate wise. And he's about to finish his shrines. He's also starting a barracks. Assyria does start with military drill, so that's important to be able to get military production going. If you want to do early aggression, it's hard to beat Assyria or Rome for early aggression. Let's see, we do have a 5 military unit ambition for Iran. It is actually Iran's turn, so let's swap back over. He's scouting around. It's also 14 orders against 12, so pretty close. And of course, Assyria has that national bonus that when they kill a unit, they get 2 orders. Which means if you're out chaining, you can actually
Here
earn
is the
orders.
scout pushing a little bit forward just to see what's happening
Yep,
and
good
going
vision.
for the harvest. But if I were him, I would not go for that harvest because now it gives an idea that I was there with my scout.
Maybe.
And
I
you kind
mean,
of,
he's got a schemer scout, so it doesn't really matter. And also, barbarians will sometimes harvest, so harvest isn't always a sign that a player was there.
that's fair.
Right, toggling back over. Fonder's turn. We're up to turn 16 here. Pretty fast-paced game. Let's see what Fonder does with his turn. No events yet. They are playing with I think moderate events, normal events, default events. So he's got those 2 slingers out come out here shortly. Shrine 1 is finished. Shrine 2 is finished as well. Both barracks are going up as well. So double barracks there. It looks like he sneaked in a worker or potentially got the free worker tech. I don't recall. I think he built a worker somewhere. Yeah, he's getting a farm to balance out his economy. And yeah, he doesn't have another settler. I think he's probably should start one somewhere if he wants to clear any more sites. We'll be curious which way he goes. Is he going to settle against the Numidians? Is he going to settle this southwestern site? Or is he going to go for the middle one on the lake, which is between the 2 players and potentially would be the shortest line of conflict?
Or maybe he would even not even settle or move towards any of these camps. Maybe he will go actually for that city. I would be curious to see him because Founder is a really aggressive player in the past that I've seen him.
I don't know that I'd walk past a barb camp to go to a city. That feels like you should at least kill the barb camp on your way. All right,
Yeah, but that would be a Founder move.
let's take a look at what Aran does here. We've got double settler coming out in 2 years, but only one site is clear, the central one. So unclear where he's planning to clear the next one. Where did his slinger go? Trying to find where his slinger went. Ah, it's down here. It is clearing this site in the southeast. Okay, so that's where he's planning to clear. So he'll settle
A
this one.
35% chance crit. That
Yep.
is such an awesome slinger.
Yep, is a Highlander educated schemer. Educated schemer has the highest starting wisdom in the game at 6. And that is giving him a tech advantage, 24 to 16 throughout the entire game so far. He has been leading for science, although we're still very, very early. But it does mean he's going to pick up aristocracy, pick up composite bow in just 5 more years. So a 21 turn comp bow. And let's
5
toggle back.
seconds and 8 moves left for him.
Oh yeah, looks like he's gonna burn some orders there. He has also used the schemer order thing 3 times so far. It can be very tricky to use in multiplayer because you just don't have that much time and you have to count how many orders you can make. And you can definitely burn legitimacy. In fact, we see a pretty big, no, actually, there's about similar for legitimacy. He did get a lot of legitimacy, I think, from exploring and settling potentially. All right, let's toggle back over here to see what Fonder is doing. He's got one slinger out. He's finished one barracks, starting another, one turn away from the next barracks. Next slinger's 3 years away. What is he going to do in his capital? I presume I'm going to see an acolyte from here. That's what I'm guessing, but we'll see here. Also,
Or a
aristocracy
settler.
or a settler. I think given the early, oh, he does have some map markers here. So we've got Pantheon, Hagia Sophia, very ambitious, Circus Maximus, Colosseum. All right, bro, like this is a very small map. I don't know if we're going to see legendary.
I could see it going a long term. I could definitely see it.
Yeah, but
Knowing these two players,
he has marked all the legendary wonders, which is definitely ambitious. So
that is a that is such a Founder thing to
all
do.
right, let's see here. So we've got this slinger is coming down. Presumably, I think this one actually going up. This was the one in the champion seat. It's coming up. So presumably he's going to go
He
kill this
opted
central
for
one.
another slinger.
Going for another slinger from his capital. Pretty good production as capital. 17 training. All right, toggling back over to Iran. All right, so we've got a settler out in a turn for both. This site is potentially going to clear out. Let's see what he does with his 11 orders that he has left here. Campo is again 4 years away.
He does not get the crit.
He did not get the crit. You got to roll the dice. Sometimes the dice don't roll well.
Moved his scout a little bit, chopped some trees. He's trying to make use of his orders this time and building a mine with it.
Yeah, mine, he does need a little bit of iron, balance out the economy. It's pretty important to balance out the economy, especially since he has almost no money. One of the downsides that schemers have is they have no discipline to start and negative training. So it can be pretty tight sometimes. All right, swapping back over, we are on West Assyria right now. He has just discovered aristocracy. Curious to see whether we'll see him adopt centralization. And he's going straight for ironworking, which is a good choice. That lets him get labor force and potentially serfdom later for additional orders. He still hasn't assigned that T, something very easy to miss in the multiplayer. Let's see if he picks that order. And he's got these Tentacles Corruption event, which gives him Corruption of Form, which is a pretty good event. And let's see what he did. He did take that in his champion seat, so that will get extra training from Corruption Reform. It's one training a year plus one civic a year based on the family opinion level. So since family opinion cautious is level 4, that's 4 already, I believe. Let's double check here.
And he doesn't
No,
just get
actually.
1, he gets 1.5 because of the bonus from the
Yes, from the
champion. So
champions.
it's
Yep.
huge.
He's also assigning an ambassador here to help fix his family opinion because some of it was a little bit low. And yeah, he sees that Iran is weaker and learned, so he knows he has a military advantage, so potentially can safely expand. Let's see where. I'm really curious where he's going to move with these slingers. Are they going to go east into the middle city site? That's my guess right now, or they could come to the southeastern city site by the Roxas River. He's got no turns left. Looks like they're going east in a panicked kind of move very quickly right before the turn timer runs out. All right.
And he opted for a mine also, just like Aaron.
Yes, everyone's
So he
balancing.
is
Please, please go ahead.
um they're both just trying to balance that economy because their economy does not look good. If they start fighting right now, it's gonna be a scrappy fight where you're just
Yes.
hoping that something happens.
Yep. He has gotten his settler, and they both have Assyria crits, so that's not going to be a difference. Um, okay, so looks like this should clear out here in the southeast. And we've got the center city site. Okay, he did clear it. He got a crit, but it didn't matter. He didn't need the crit to clear the site. So, all right, let's see where this settler goes. Presumably, he's going to come down. Looks like he's going to settle these 2 sites here. And then everything else is building slingers, and we'll see what he builds in his capital here. He did get the pioneer for settling. I think that might have been a force march settle. I'm not sure.
It is a force march settle.
Yep,
Yes, you
yep,
are very correct.
yep.
And of course, he went for champions and he put it more on the right side, be more
More
defensive.
defensive. Yeah.
Such a smart move.
Again, I am crying inside because this is such an amazing patron site. Um, but
I know, it hurts.
and he had scouted it, but I guess he wanted clerics for the divine rule, which is nice because it gives you orders per pagan religions. That's why they're spreading out their shrines. All right, toggling back over to West Assyria here.
Just before you toggle away, he
Yes.
opted for a slinger on the capital. Now he has 3 slingers
Sl-
up and running. We're
yep.
gonna have an early fight.
Yes, and compo in 3 years as well. So those slingers, I presume, are going to get upgraded, although he does not have very much training, 168 training, so and not a lot of training income either. So he's going to run into trouble upgrading. I think how much is an archer? An archer is 80 training, so he needs to upgrade 3. He needs 240 training. All right, let's see. We've got an event over here from Fonder, remarkable use, which for some reason won't open up for me as an event, but no doubt.
Click on next unit.
Okay, he picked so that the ambassador is in love with him, which is pretty good. Or he's in love with the ambassador. Not entirely, yeah, he is in love with the ambassador, but it's not going the other way. All right, so Fonder or Ron does have vision here as Fonder is moving in. So yeah, I think we're going to see some early conflict here, probably in about 5 or 6 turns. Once those slingers get upgraded, he's going to come in with archers and potentially
Oh,
contest
another
this middle side.
focus upgrade.
Yes, focus is very good. I mean, the crits can swing things very much. Like this slinger now has a 45% crit chance with a zealot general.
That is awesome. We're just gonna be on hope and prayer to have a fight.
I think we're going to see one here. I'm expecting Aran to attack once he gets archers in about 3 or 4 turns. So probably we'll see contestant here in 5. I don't see a settler being produced by either player right now, so no one will actually be able to settle that city site.
Aaron has 200 wood. He is trying to gather that wood to be able to upgrade all of his slingers at the same time. It's gonna be a huge power spike
Yes,
for
archers are
him. It's gonna
100 wood.
force He's gonna force Fonder on the back foot. I'm not sure how he's gonna respond to that.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have 4 slingers, so he needs 400 wood to upgrade all of them, although one of them is injured. And he's going to need 320 training, which there's no way he has that. So I don't think we're going to see a simul upgrade. But I definitely expect we're going to like see here. But fortunately for Fonder, there's a lot of forest here, so he can hide potentially. But of course, crits can sometimes make things very interesting. Let's toggle back over to Fonder. We are now on turn 20. 20 turns in 35 minutes. It's a pretty good pace. All right, let's see here. We've got a slinger coming out. We got that slinger. So Fonder sees that Aran is still weaker, so he's feeling comfortable pushing in. Of course, Aran does have that scout position on the gold, and is just watching what's going on here. So he'll know that the city site is getting cleared. So yeah, I think you're right. We're going to see early aggression over that city site. And Aran is up 1 city, 4 cities to 3 cities. So the schemer has enabled slightly faster expansion, as well as the double settler build that he did.
Here is the other slinger moving forward. And what's great for Fonder is that all of his families are okay with him. No one is angry at him yet.
Yeah, everyone's okay that Assyria is doing, that Ambassador is doing right, and families are also pretty happy. In fact, one is even pleased on Iran's side.
That will make a huge difference. It might seem small, like a 5%, but add to that it's an archer versus a slinger.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
5% will be juicy.
Any benefit helps. I mean, even in an even match, both units do 6 damage, but if you get a slight advantage like that 5%, suddenly you do 7. So any advantage helps. All right, we've got our
By the way,
first disaster, a sandstorm in East Assyria. Looks like it is unfortunately hitting the slinger, the settler, which is a little awkward, but so it'll take some damage, so the city will start damaged. And he did settle there, his 5th city. So he's now dominantly ahead city-wise, 5-3.
and he went clerics.
And he went clerics there. There is incense there, so that's a good spot, and there's some olives and honey as well, so you can definitely get those groves down and lavender. So yeah, pretty good site. And unfortunate, okay, he moved the slinger away, but left the barb there to hit the city. I guess the militia is going to come deal with it.
By the way, it's Aran.
Aran? Okay, it's not Aran. Sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no, it's not Aran. Yes, I got
Aran.
you. No, Aran.
Say that again.
Aran.
Aran.
Not Aaron. Aaron. No, Aran.
Aran.
It's like a
Okay.
flat. Yeah,
Okay. Aran. Okay. Well, apologies for
it's a hard name.
my
It's a very
Midwestern
hard name.
American accent, and apologies, Aaron, for not pronouncing your name entirely correctly. I would say just Assyria, but that doesn't really help us in this game.
No, no, it does not.
All right. Ponder has marked the middle of the map with a note that says middle. Good to know. All right, let's see what Fonder does on his turn here shortly. All right, I presume he's going to come in, and after these barbs attack, perfect. We're going to go see whether he can clear the site, although, again, no settler to lock down the site. It is on its way, 7 years away. So we are going to see archers from Aran by then, or East Assyria.
Oh, that's the critical.
Nice crit in the forest. Unfortunately, he's at 1 health, so...
Oh, that's a moment to cry inside when it happens.
Yep, he went tactics on his heir, which is interesting. Let's take a look at
Understandable, to be honest.
Tactics as well for both players.
Yeah, they know something is gonna happen soon.
Yeah, definitely a small map.
He opted for double slinger on
Yes.
both his military cities. Smart move, and now he's chopping wood. I think he's gonna go for those horses, maybe. No, he's gonna go for the wheat.
I don't think he has husbandry yet.
He does not have husbandry. Very right.
All right, toggling back to East Assyria, Aran. Or actually,
Aran.
Yeah, Fonder's at 0. 0 moves. All right, there we go. So he just got comp bow.
Oh, that's a
and
ballista.
Is getting a free
he's
ballista.
Gonna go for it.
He's
gonna go for it.
Somewhere, Siontific in his dreams is smiling at a ballista being taken 8 years from now. So we're going to see a free ballista. And there's our first upgraded archer.
I just want to take a moment
And we've
just to
got
talk
some
about the.
combat in
Go
the
ahead.
middle as well. Or no, no combat in the middle. Sorry, the colors keep changing. Go ahead.
I just want to like point out the order difference between Aaron and Founder right now. He has 19 orders versus 12. It's not looking that good for Founder right now. Sure, he has the upper hand on the amount of slingers out, but Aaron has a ballista upcoming, and he has a bunch of archers upcoming right now. Are we seeing any upgrades yet?
Yes, we saw
We're
one
not seeing.
in
Oh, here
one in
it
the
is.
cleric site, one in the cleric seat. So yeah, 19
Right
orders.
now,
Where are those orders coming from? Those camps in his capital. He got both those elephants. That's why he went hunters. Divine rule is getting him some as well. And then from being at war as a schemer leader, he gets 2 orders that way. Nineveh also has camps, 3 camps even upgraded there, but he doesn't have that war and has more improvements under construction as well. So the difference is not quite as large as it may seem, just because Aran doesn't have any improvements under construction. So, all right, let's take a look back over on Fonder. All right, what is he going to take here tech-wise? He just got ironworking. I would expect stone cutting, although border boost is also pretty attractive. Okay, he's going for stone cutting.
makes sense. He kind of needs to.
Yeah, I mean, you do need stone at some point. All right, he's going to probably clear this camp. Probably wants to clear it soon before it respawns.
Oh, he's gonna get it,
Got it
and
with,
that's
again, another useless crit, but yeah, some
he
events.
just ignored that barbarian. Why would I need to kill that? I can kill it whenever I want to kill it. It's not gonna deal any damage to me.
Hmm.
Let me clear that site. Let me secure it.
Yeah,
Does he see the archers? He has no idea there are
he
archers
doesn't.
on
He does
his,
not know about the archers. He does not have vision of the archers yet.
and
So
that archer deals. I just want to take a moment. That archer deals 4 damage to the slinger. The slinger deals barely 2 or 3 damage. He has the upper hand, and he knows it.
yep, I'm
It's gonna be
expecting.
a fight in the forest, 100%.
Yeah, I'm expecting once that ballista spawns, we're gonna see some, and once the archers are upgraded, we should probably see a timing attack right around turn 30.
Um, and right now, the response that Founder has is, okay, you're gonna bring those archers. I'm gonna bring my warriors in these forests. But he does not. He has no idea that there are ballistas upcoming. And I think that zealot is gonna do a lot of work for him. Just that one extra attack that is needed for the ballista to finish the job.
Yes, we will see here. Looks like he's healed up his slinger, so probably going to upgrade it next turn. And then probably upgrading here, although this upgrade is in Fonder's, no, just outside Fonder's vision. Ooh, that scout is just outside. He does not see that archer. Super close. That scout were 1 tile east on that hill instead of on the flats. All right, he is moving his scout around as well, so he sees that Fonder has cleared the central site, and we are 6 turns on a settler.
The good news for Founder is that he has Sentinel in this situation. When it comes to the fight for that specific city,
Assuming he gets
if
it
he
founded. Yeah.
yeah, if he gets it founded. Because
Yes.
right now, if I was Aaron, I would go for it. Why would I wait? I'm just gonna pop in a bunch of generals and I will go for it with all of my power.
He just did put a general here, although that means I guess he'll have training to upgrade this next slinger next. I don't, he is hard building an archer from his champ seat, and then one more slinger is popping out here. All right, let's toggle back over to Fonder. Double slinger coming out here soon. Presumably, we're not going to be clearing any Numidians because we're going to have this battle in the middle.
Founder is behind on cities. He only has 3.
To 5, yeah.
Aaron has 5. If you take a moment, there's a spammer in the chat. Um,
Yes, but only one
go ahead and
spam. I don't know actually how to remove it. So,
just toggle on his name and click timeout for 1 second.
ban him. There we go. Thank you. I wish
We
Twitch
don't
would
tolerate
fix that.
botters in here.
Yeah, I wish Twitch would fix that, but yeah.
You're asking for a lot. All right, that's an upgrade. Another unit with focus. He has 172 training. Is he gonna upgrade another unit?
Potentially, upgrades can make each unit more powerful, so can be very, very, very good. Although, of course, training is also very useful because it gives you an additional order if you need
He
it.
can upgrade the one in his
In the Western Forest by
um
the gems, yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, upgraded that one as well.
No, he that one will have 3 crit now.
Yep.
Oh, he left the city. He left the city site open.
He left the city side
What is he
open.
doing?
Um, I don't know. I
That
mean,
scout can
that scout can sit on it, but I mean, if the scout sits on it, it's going to die instantly. So,
I, I would rush I would rush move with my archer in this scenario. Have the order advantage. I have the training.
I mean, you're just going to lose the archer. It's too early.
Uh,
Ooh, autonomy city event in Arpad. So he gets some.
that's
Gets,
sucky.
that is not where you want city autonomy right now. Or I get no, it's that. It's not this champion seat. It's this one. So, did he take autonomy? Yeah, he gave it autonomous rule and got Zenobia, who's a good governor, with the judge. All right, we do have 3 archers out now. He's scouting around, still on his schemer, so you can see inside. Can't see what's in the production queue though. It's not like an agent.
That's the third archer.
Yep.
That is the third archer, and now it's gonna be 4. If he can upgrade, no, he
Yep, he
cannot
can. Yep,
upgrade.
he's buying some wood, but needs training. So perhaps next turn because
Yes.
it's 100 training. And we got turn
4
timer
more
ticking
moves.
along. What turn timer are they on? Turn timer is medium, so that's part of the reason we're seeing a little bit faster play here.
He went for an archer. Oh no, he decided on a
He's
settler.
settler, so maybe he's going to try to settle that city site. Interesting, interesting. Toggling back.
And 7 years to a 5 year to a 4 year is
Nvidian truce
gonna be a
offer,
fonder one.
which I would totally take because I don't want to fight the Nvidians right now. And looks like we got a giant wildfire in his champion seat. Fortunately, no units inside there.
That schemer probably started it.
Indeed, he can't quite finish this reconnected city ambition. He doesn't have a way of building a road, and I think he needs to clear the barb site at least to be able to pass through the barb site and the Namidian site, or maybe he just hasn't scouted. I'm not entirely sure how rivers work with barb sites and connectedness and state religion. Although I don't think he has any acolytes. He did build those shrines, but hasn't built an acolyte yet. Also like to see a shrine in his champ seat, perhaps a training one. We'll also get paganism there, so he'll get another order from that.
I don't see it, to be honest, going for that point where they have religions.
Yes, I mean, it's a knife fight, and like if you want to get an early religion, you probably wanted to do it 10 turns ago.
Yes. Uh, are we? No, we are still on Founder's
Still on
turn.
Founder's turn, he's got 10 orders, making some moves here very quickly at the end here. We'll see whether he uses the turn extension. He's got 95 seconds available. Doesn't look like he's going to. So we might see a little bit of orders wasted here.
Still
Indeed we
making
do.
moves.
5 orders wasted, which gets you 50 gold.
It's on tight, so
He can make worker
he still
moves,
can
yep.
move.
He
Yeah.
can make worker moves.
Um,
Um,
Aran is struggling with barbarians in Arpad, so
yes,
he either makes a move to clear that barb, or be ready for that fight upcoming.
he's got a
Um,
barbarian's Arpod, and he's still trying to clear this barbarian that he left with that slinger, with that militia, very slowly across a river, which is
yeah,
painful.
that's not a move.
Right, we're up to 4 archers. He upgraded the northern archer. He is clear cutting these forests by the mountains would make sense because eventually you want quarries there. 5 years on the settler. Some events here that we can take a look at. Commerce studies, diplomat, orator. His choices for his and he got a tactician and builder, so that's a diplomat orator on his last child. So his heir is currently a
I
tactician.
I want to take a moment again. The families for Aran are very friendly with him right now. This is his moment. Just once that ballista is out, throwing a general at it. Good luck, Founder. What's your response to this?
Yeah, I'm definitely expecting a timing attack at turn 30. So And yeah, the ballista will, archers won't do very much damage to the ballista, and the ballista will shoot through thing. 12 seconds left.
He responds with the archer, and
Panicked
Fonder has a
moves.
really good idea now that
Yes, Fonder
he's
definitely can see
facing
the archer.
archers.
Yep. He's a scout, just happens to be right next to it. I think his scout moved earlier, so may have already seen that archer. So he knows that there's archers. In fact, he seems to be coming southeast here. We'll see what's actually going on here. 3 years on his settler, 1 year on stonecutting. His ambassador died, so his family's a little pissed off.
Just the clerics, they don't matter.
Some of his units are clerics.
Military-wise, it does not matter.
Orders, some events, got some game, get some food, and his ambassador is dead. Let's see what he does in his minute and 4 seconds left. And again, there is extra turn time
Oh,
here.
he pushes into the archer. He pushes into
Ooh,
Mardamon
yes. Love to
with
see
his
it.
zealot.
That is a, was that a force march? Presumably that was a force
Uh,
march.
I
I don't think
yes,
he
yes,
can't
it
go there.
was. It very much
He
was.
could do one more force march. It won't get a kill, but what he could do is zone lock it. Although he can't quite
I don't
reach
think
to
so.
zone,
No, he
he can't
cannot.
lock it. But that, as is, it'll have to go away
And
the long way to get back to the city. So this is
and it
very
was a
interesting.
crit.
Oh, he got a crit on it as well. So yeah, that's
It was a
pretty.
crit.
Of course, the archer can just retreat into our pod pretty easily and just kill the militia there. But now his forces are split, and one of the most important things in Old World is concentration of forces.
9 moves, and he moves towards the city, starts damaging it,
Mm.
taking the opportunity. The archers will deal 8 damage to that slinger. They can clear it out.
He doesn't know about the archers in the north, so this is going to potentially be very bloody, especially since his slingers are standing in open ground.
Oh,
Here we
that's
go.
gonna
Here
hurt.
comes the archer with the crit, not a crit, but 7
That's a
damage.
7. Does he clear it? Does he have the force march for it?
He has only 131 training, so he can do 1 force march. He's retreating this
Oh,
way.
no,
He's force
he
marching
can
to
clear it.
save this. He's force marching to save this into the city, and then he
Oh, he
attacks
got
there.
it.
And then I think his last one can come down here. Yep, boom, gone. So
That's
that's pretty
3v4
brutal.
fight.
Yep. So we've got the first kill. They're still similar, but yeah, archers against slingers is not a favorable matchup. And again, I think moving in a little
Something
aggressively
else
there.
died. That's the both barbarians are gone now. 4
Yes,
more moves to
barbs are
make.
done. Um, yeah.
I believe he's just clearing more trees
Yep, he is just
to
clear
north.
cutting. This worker is doing work in the mountains, just clearing out all the stuff by the mountains, just clear cutting. Who needs lumber mills? So we can just put workers to work. All right, we'll toggle back over here. Turn 26 coming up here. 5 cities to 3. We'll take a look at the power graph here. Military score, pretty similar. You see that drop from losing that slinger. And then science, pretty clear science lead for Ron all game. Just thanks to that schemer science, educated schemer as well. Max crit rate. Let us see how Fonder responds here. He did lose a unit. He probably is retreating wisely, yes, and through the
I
forest.
was talking to myself because I was muted.
No worries.
That's the retreat into the trees. Smart move. We don't have to push it too far. Now he's
Yes,
clearing those barbarians. It makes sense. And the
yes,
scout definitely secured that city for Aran.
yes. He has moved that scout up to the north, and he is sitting on that city site. So this
And
is going to be.
Founder most likely is gonna just concede it. He
Yep,
has no
he
option.
can probably clear this site instead and settle here, which is something at least. But yeah, I don't think he can hold that city, but maybe. I mean, if he moves his slinger up and attacks from the forest, that scout can't live long, but then he can probably just swap in an archer onto the city site. So we'll see. He's got still some events here. And then,
He decided to make both families angry,
hmm,
and he upgraded his Um,
Labor force.
Governor.
All right, toggling back over to Aran on East Assyria. He's attacking this slinger, and he Zocklocked it with the militia. So that slinger is not going to get away.
I am curious about the choice of labor force from Fonder, because he has the opportunity to go for steel and counter those archers,
He
but
doesn't have any warriors, so
he has the time to make him. Two warriors are popping up actually for him, one in 1 turn, one in 3.
he's getting some warriors.
But
Yeah,
he doesn't have the iron,
no
to
iron
be
income.
fair.
Yeah, but yeah, this he's going to lose another slinger here because this one can't escape because of the militia unless he can somehow kill it, which I don't think he'll want to pull slingers back to kill. So another archer. So I guess this archer moving to the forest with commander, which will make it very powerful if it stands next to another archer. It's
There
attacking the
is
other
another hit.
slinger. Yeah, so pretty good early archers. Um, that early strength 5 unit, very dangerous to see.
I wonder why he didn't just lock the unit down.
What do you mean?
Wouldn't he have surrounded that other unit too?
I don't think he had
He
the
just
force march. He has no training left. So
makes sense.
let's take a look what's going on here. The barbarians are attacking the slinger awkwardly. So kind of a tough spot here for Fonder. He's going to lose 2 slingers and gain nothing since he didn't kill anything. And he's lost control of the city site, which he doesn't know yet. And yeah, his other tech choices, you're right, were combo, husbandry, and steel. So could have done combo. All right. He is.
He has 2 events that are not beneficial for him. He backed up that slinger as fast as he could,
Yeah, he's
and
running
that's the
away.
first war coming out. Opted for an apprentice officer in his capital,
He does
rather
have.
than selling some food and going for a warrior.
He does have both those barracks. He wants to speed up his training in the capital. His ruler is a judge. Oddly, it is in the champion seat for some reason.
And he is doomed.
And his ruler is doomed. His heir is a tactics student, so maybe he'll get hero, who his tactics student heir really hates his guts too. Um, so
I would.
his
Can he get a tactician from that?
He could get a tactician. Yep, you could get hero, commander, tactician, zealot, or schemer. All 4 generals plus schemer. So we'll see what he gets next turn. And I guess it'll be that guy inheriting. Unfortunate for the early death there. Turn 45-year-old is a pretty early death. All right, back over
Yes,
to
but
Aaron in
he does
East
not
Assyria.
need at the moment that hero. At the moment, I would go for that tactician. And just keep stunning one of these units. Turn the fight for yourself, or a zealot even if you
I
have
mean,
the
we'll see. We'll
civics.
see what he gets choice-wise next turn. So it'll be definitely a big thing. Zoroastrianism has been founded. So Aaron actually got Zoro here, I think, right? Yes.
Yes, Aaron is
Not
so
sure
happy
how.
right now. Maybe with the cleric seat, with the
No, there's no found religion anymore.
mm,
I am actually really curious how he got Zoro.
I
Test of
don't.
Faith. It's an event. Test of Faith in Mardaman.
All right,
I
there we
don't I
go.
don't know that event, but I guess it has an option to found Zoro and somehow is still here in competitive mode. So that's interesting.
7 more moves. He's moving that archer forward with the commander on it.
Yep, pretty good control of the center here. So pretty challenging situation for Fonder here. He is weaker and naive.
Move the scout a little bit just to get some gold.
Yep, toggling back over here. Fonder sees Aran is stronger and learned.
Oh, he has tactician and zealot. What's he gonna
So
choose?
we'll see here. He looks like he went for tactician.
Tactician.
He's
Makes
pretty good with
sense.
all his range now. All his slingers are stealth slingers. which can be very, very dangerous because you don't know where they are until they attack. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough slingers and lost a very highly promoted slinger. Definitely has to.
And to make it worse for Aaron right now, he will not be able to see them going into the middle forest. He could sneak into that commander, but he doesn't know. He doesn't have a scout to know that there is that archer in the middle over there.
It doesn't, and that settler has popped out, so we'll see where it goes. If you're just tuning in, we're about 28 turns into this duel. It's an Assyria duel with FonderCargo and Aran. So East Assyria and West Assyria, because we will be toggling the colors. As I toggle Observer, the color changes. Yellow is always the Assyria that we're looking at, so we can't refer to them by their colors. Aran has gone for a very early combo into a free ballista and has done some aggression. Fonder tried to attack early on and then ended up losing 2 slingers and not gaining anything in that attack, and now is retreating, trying to get some warriors up and running, and then we'll see what happens next.
Where is he gonna put that tactician is the question. That's the real question.
Would like to see it on a slinger.
Yes, but which one is the question?
Presumably a full health one, but he doesn't
I
put it
hope
anywhere.
so.
He does not put it anywhere. So let's see what happens here on Aran's turn.
Okay.
Aran got his free ballista. So we got a
He
free
pushed.
ballista, which is a pretty big power spike. Now Fonder is still weaker. I'm expecting to see stone cutting potentially here. Aristocracy also an option, but really feels like it's stone cutting time. But we'll see.
Let's see how much damage that ballista does out of curiosity. Like, it does 15 damage to a unit in trees, 19 if it's not in trees. That is gonna be so hard to kill. It's gonna be so annoying to deal with.
And it can crit.
And those slingers,
And it has
anything
Sentinel.
crit,
And it has Sentinel. So
that city to the north will be impenetrable.
yeah, he's going to be up to 6 cities potentially. Fonder is still at 3 with no real clear spot for his 5th city, even though he has a settler. So he's in the awkward situation with the settler with nowhere to go. Might have been
I
interesting had
cannot
he not advanced from that central city and held it in the forest. Potentially could have held it. Go ahead.
I cannot at the moment see a way for Fonder to win.
I
I
think
do
it's
not see any.
premature for saying that. So
It is. It very much is.
he's
It's just
lost
that
2 slingers. That's it.
I cannot think of a response to the situation in the immediate moment. And I'm not sure if Aaron is gonna go for an early aggression. Does he know that Founder doesn't have a response? Is the real question.
Well, he does have his scout. His scout just poked. I think he might have seen the settler. He is continuing to block there. He is continuing to clear cut the forest. Look at these lush forests on the western side of the map, and just the rolling hills with denuded of trees on the eastern side. He's building a double settler as well, so it doesn't see triple settler. What? Triple settler. So definitely, I think he's not going to be pushing in. I think like he's going to try to clear his side of the map, get a unbeatable economic advantage, and then come back, which potentially could give Fonder some breathing time
Yeah.
or
If
breathing
I was
room.
Founder right now, all I would be screaming in my head is delay, delay, delay. Take the time, figure something out. Just keep delaying him. Eventually, I will catch up.
He did get the first developing city, so he's got slightly better culture in his capital.
We have an apprentice officer, apprentice acolyte, another warrior. But he's not making any moves right now. Oh, here is the move. Moving towards those Numidians.
Yes, he just cleared
That's
some
one
Numidians.
down.
I guess he wants to
3 to
settle this
go.
way. That's going to be a pretty distant settle, although he will have the road network. I think the problem for him is that I guess he sees where Aaron's units are. Um, but yeah, if they move west, it could be ugly where his units are where Aaron is going to be between him and his core cities, which is not a situation you want to be in.
His dog is giving him more points, and he has an opportunity for an ambition,
I
and
think he
he
took it.
decided not to go for it.
He really does need to get the 3 connected city ambition. Clearing this barb site and settling it would be good. I presume this one will also work though, because it, well, not sure. Don't know if that barb site block's connected. All right, swapping back to Aran's turn. See what he does
Aran
with.
is gonna be so happy right now.
He just got his settler in his capital. He's building 2 more settlers. Celebrating his good fortune with festival in our pod. He's got his archers in the forest here. I don't think he knows where Fonder's units went though. So he might be worried. He's facing a tactician. He doesn't know where the units are. So they could be
Will
invisible in the
he
trees.
will he be ambitious to push his units towards that barbarian site?
I don't know. I mean,
He's
looks like he's
backing
pulling
up.
back. Yeah. I think he wants to clear the remaining stuff in the east here. Yep, in fact, he is starting to attack over here. So
And the blitz is moving forward.
he's gonna clear these 2 city sites and settle them with presumably the settlers that he started here, and then that settler is going to settle the middle. So that'll put him up to 8 cities in
He did
eight or
not
nine,
move his
8 or 9
settler.
turns. He did not move his settler. I guess he's not going to try to contest the middle yet, which makes sense. You want to clear first and then bring your units back, because otherwise he'll just, oh no, he is moving some archers to the north, so maybe he will see that settler move next turn. And he did buy orders with his schemer, so he has 11 orders here and 11 seconds left. So let's see what happens here.
I honestly think he just forgot to move his settler.
He does have 61 seconds for extension, but didn't make use of it. So
He still can't move his settler. It's
he's
tight.
still, yep. I'm going to swap over, but keep an eye on that settler if you will, and let us know if it moves.
He moved it forward. He
Okay,
moved
he
it
did. He
forward.
did move it forward. Okay, because he can move. It is tight, so he can move that. So yeah, so he can do worker moves on his turn.
If you look at the chat under the Olympia plane, he has a sad face emoji in the
Uh,
chat. Go up, up.
I see it. Yes, that is a sad
The
face.
one above it.
Yep, yep. He just cleared this site with the Numidians. Yeah, tough spot. He has an event for free slavery, so that'll put him up to 3 laws. That's one path. His unique unit, very, very, very good against archers.
And very good against that ballista, I believe. No?
It's okay against ballista. I mean, it's just siege against siege. It has a bonus against urban if that ballista makes the mistake of being an urban. So we'll see if he picks up
He
the free
needs.
slavery or freedom. I presume slavery. Yep, slavery.
He went for slavery.
Yep, which helps out the eco a little bit. Let's take a look at what national wealth looks like. Aran is ahead slightly in national wealth. No one has any specialists. 3 versus 2 workers, so very low worker game so far. And Fonder has actually produced more military units, but has lost more military units as well. So them equal at 3 camps. Cleared.
Right.
Back to Aran.
Aaron turn. He got a self-weighed woman event and honorable troubles event. He could get a court minister out of this.
It does
He
cost
has the
civics
civic
though.
for it.
Yeah.
He has it.
See what he does here. He's got a minute 19.
Settler moved forward. Is he gonna rush it? Yes, he is.
He's still
And he's gonna take the optimal position with champions, of course.
yes, more defensive position makes sense now. So central city sites denied, and then he's poking in with his invisible scout to see what's going on here. So he's up to 6 cities against
Right now,
3.
probably he's thinking, "Oh, I see nothing," because those slingers are hidden, so he has no idea what's over there.
Yep, but he does know that his opponent is a tactician, which means the slingers are hidden. So he just does not know where they are. So just a little unsettling. But one way to pull them out is to go and attack something, and then they'll show up if they're there. And if not, they're not. So he also knows that Fonder is still weaker and naive to him, so he's got to be feeling pretty good about that. And it looks like he's following the principle of when you're ahead, get more ahead, and continuing to clear these barbarians in the southeast.
2 more moves. He did go for the courtier.
10
10
seconds here.
seconds, 2 orders.
Yep, he could extend time if needs. He's got 61 seconds available. Looks like he chooses not to, though. Swapping back to Fonder.
Who cleared the site already?
He cleared the site and he's cleaning up the Numidians. He has not moved his. Where is the settler?
And he did assign his tactician to a warrior.
Where is his settler?
It's coming
Oh, it's right
down
here in
near
the forest.
Carre.
I see. Okay, thank you. Yep, and politics student. He's got scholar diplomat as the choice. Religious conversion, and then a happy dog
What did
event.
he choose? Choose a diplomat.
Presumed scholar. Oh, he picked diplomat. Interesting. Maybe he wants an ambassador because he doesn't have one right now. And his family opinion is kind of not great. So diplomat would help. 40 family opinion from signing that guy as his ambassador.
He is about to kill. That's a critical. That's exactly what he needs. That 10% critical.
With the stun on the tactician, I don't really love the tactician on a warrior.
I don't either, but I think he's looking for that damage. We gotta take a moment and think about how great it is for him that he has a tactician. That ballista shows up. If he just sneak on it, hit it with that warrior, get it stunned, it's gonna take it out of play the whole time. That's his victory condition in this fight.
Yeah, I think I would like to see it on a slinger, not like on a warrior, because you can get zoned out with a warrior, right? What if he surrounds the ballista with archers?
I know, you are very right about that. I wonder why he put it on a warrior. Um, but right now, we don't know what's going on in his head. But I will ask him 100% about it after the match. Just
Yeah,
out
I
of
mean, it
curiosity.
just might be. It might be. See if I can add Scion to this call.
Oh,
Not
the
sure.
Scion can just join. He
He
can.
is. He is online. Let me see if I can restart the call or something. Oh, okay. He can just join the call, or we will try to dial again, see if we can get him to join. You're back, Nizar, right?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Cool. Apologies for not following the action here for a second. Looks like that ballista has a tactician on it and is moving in.
Oh yeah. Right now he's thinking in his head. Oh, you put. Well, I don't know if he know. I don't think he knows that it's on a warrior. But
He does not
in
have
his head,
vision
he's
down there.
thinking, "Oh, you have a warrior? Congratulations.
He does see this
I
settler
can
with his
kill you."
scout. He does see the settler with his scout. He just did buy orders again, his seventh time buying orders as a schemer. So he does see this. What is he using those orders for? I'm not entirely sure here. Looks like he's continuing to clear the barb site here. And 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay.
He's moving all of his archers up north.
Swapping back to Fonder. All right, 17 orders against 18, so not too much. Legitimacy is actually a little rough for Fonder because he had that early death as leader, where Aran is still on his original leader, who is now blessed as well, pious, educated Highlander with no weaknesses. Um, right,
That
he
is a
did
good
sound
leader
his
right there.
fourth. He did found his fourth city. It's on turn 32, a little later than you might like, although of course there was some contesting going on there. Um, he found it as champions as well, which makes sense. You can share workers pretty easily between these two cities. Unfortunately, he's got a Numidian raid going on as well. So this is actually an
He's gonna.
opportunity for Aran. If Aran wants to push in into the cleric seat of Fonder, Fonder's going to be in deep trouble because his units are on the wrong side of the map. Right. We're going to recall with Scion here. Can you
Let me
leave
leave.
the yeah, yeah. Try this again.
Siontific. Welcome to the call, friend.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Fellas, it looks like we have a game here going. It looks
Yes,
like this ballista is about to cause some serious trouble for Fonda.
indeed.
Question for you, Scientific. Did you just wake up too?
Perhaps.
Me too, Fred. Me too.
Yeah,
But
I saw
being
that
in
neither of you
mood.
was around like 5 minutes before the game. The players were like, "We're in, we're ready." I'm like, "I'm gonna start streaming because, yeah." So looks like a very good game so far. So to catch you up,
Definitely appreciate the pickup, Alcaris. Yep, it's a global tournament. We have people all across the world, different time zones. So, yeah, we're trying to do our best to cover everything we can. Looks like a really intense game, though.
yeah, so it was a Syria mirror match on a square continent, or sorry, square coastal rain basin duel. Judge was the starting pick from Fonder, intelligent judge, and then a educated schemer from Aran in East Assyria. The color changes every time I change the observer, so we were referring to them as East Assyria and West Assyria uh, because we can't call them yellow and pink because those colors change. Looks like that ballista is moving in here. He did found that city there. He's on a pretty dominant city situation, 6-4, with that fourth city for Fonder just being founded. His scout has also found where Fonder's army is. So now he knows Fonder's army is in the south and has a very long march. Can't use this river because this barbarian is there and also doesn't have exploration yet. So I'm expecting that we're going to see an attack on the cleric seat soon.
Yes, indeed. And this is going to demonstrate once again, if anyone has been following the tournament so far, or if you're watching this on YouTube in order, the importance of scouting. That scout down there just tells Aaron everything he needs to know about his chances in an attack. And as we can see up north, there's no vision even yet on the ballista, so Fonder doesn't know exactly how much trouble he's in.
Yep.
Aaron is gonna be so happy right now with the situation going on. He has the archers, he has the ballista. He can end this right here, right now. If he takes that city, it's over for Fonder. I don't think there's a way for him to come back, and he can't build walls yet.
The
Um,
ballista does 7 damage to the city.
only 7 damage. Only 7, guys. Don't worry about it. And to answer the people in the chat, is it possible to pick same nations per tournament rules? Yes, that is something that can be done.
Yep, if you want to pick duplicate nations, you can. The awkward part is only one person gets paganism. So it looks like paganism was founded in Nineveh. So Fonder got Assyrian paganism, which means that unfortunately Aaron has to deal with a leader of paganism who doesn't like him, although likes him a lot actually. Right now, that's kind of interesting. So yeah, would expect it that the
This
other
is
way.
going to be an issue that players will have to consider with things like starting techs on. If you have Assyria in the game, keep in mind that composite bow can get unlocked within 30 turns, and a ballista can show up within 30 turns. So if you happen to be picking into that, consider a nation like Hatti or Persia who can get very quick access to horses, because that would be a counter here. But going Assyria versus Assyria and not being close to composite bow in this situation or any other 5 strength unit as Aran is going to be, oh sorry, Fonder, forgive me, is going to be just a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah, Aaron did get compo on turn 21 and that free ballista on turn 28. He also had that educated schemer for superior science and crits. Personally, I think I would have preferred intelligent schemer considering how fast he is expanding. But I guess he wanted the extra crit chance from educated. And I think Fonder did have an opportunity that Nizar pointed out. He could have picked steel or compo, but he decided to go for labor force instead. Um, so we'll see whether
Aaron
that is a mistake.
is pushing forward with what he has. He knows
I
there's no response for it.
I love this. So you're saying that Aaron went an educated schemer to start?
Yes. Yep. Yep.
I am so
No
sure
idea where he could have gotten
Scientific.
that from. So,
I am so sure he watched one of your videos, and because
No,
that's where
no,
I
no,
learned
no.
about that.
Fonder did block a city site for one turn though, so Aran did not block any city sites. So not that I'm salty about city sites getting blocked or anything. No. Anyway, all right. Let's see here. Aran's turn is ending. Fonder does see the ballista now, and is still dealing with this Numidian raid. Oh, in the south.
There's nothing much he can do. It's either I deal with this Numidian raid, or go protect the city. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation.
Yes, at this point, Aran is stronger and learned. He's had a consistent science lead in the game, thanks to that, although it is narrowing a little bit, but he still has a pretty big lead.
Please move that tactician out of your swordman. Please.
Yes, he does have that tactician on the swordsman, which is not the ideal place to be. Fonder
He
does have
can
3
see.
specialists. He can see
He
where it
can
is as well.
see.
He also
He can
knows
see
where
the
the thing
ballista
is.
has a tactician.
Yes, which not what you want. So yeah, looks like a very, very powerful opening with that Assyrio compo rush, kind of a classic build. Well executed.
For laws, we
Scientific.
have divination on both because they both want clerics, and Fonder currently has, oh, forgive me, a tooltip here. Slavery and centralization as well. So 3 laws out of 4, but there's not going to be a lot of time to catch up. We do have a quick, rapid mobilization north. He sees the danger that he's in. That ballista was revealed perhaps maybe just a turn too quickly, but there's no way that Fonder would have known that there's vision there because that scout in the woods is invisible due to the tactician.
Scouts in the woods, or even the slinger in the woods, but yeah. Unfortunately, we still have 1 horseman raiding in the south, so we've got at least a militia and 2 slingers tied up. All right, let's see what happens here. Is Aran going to move in?
Aaron, what are you gonna do here? Make
This
your
could be
move.
a pivotal turn. His scout is in the south. So he's lost track of the army. Presumably he knows that it's moved north, though, so he can move that. He still has a schemer scout, so can move freely. Indeed, there he is. He's finding where the army is.
He knows
Scouting.
the tactician is still on that
He sees it.
warrior.
He sees the warriors. They're not invisible. So he knows exactly what is in this city. He does not see the slinger here, and he doesn't know about the slinger in the woods. Yeah, I think he thinks he can take this fight. I'm pretty sure he can as well.
I'll take a quick moment. Founder is building a fort in that city. Okay, so that could be utilized to his advantage.
Yes, he is building that fort there, and that is just out of vision. Meanwhile, in the southeast here, he has cleared that barb site. Presumably that militia will clean that up at some point. And I presume I'm going to see these archers come up. He has met the Danes and is at war with them, but I don't think he has tempo to clear that last site, despite having a double settler build and nowhere for the settler to go. But unless he's going to pull these 2 archers and clear the Danes, which I think I'd want all my archers in the northwest right now if I were Aran.
We are back to Aaron.
I would like to see Aaron be a little bit more protective of that ballista because, again, we do have a tactician on Fonder, and currently that tactician will be in range of the ballista. So stunning that ballista, he would definitely still take losses from the archers, but would absolutely open up an opportunity to kill it.
Especially that he can stun it while standing in forest.
But that's the thing about that is that the tactician is on a swordman. He's gonna die in the same turn.
Yes, it is unfortunate he has the tactician on a swordsman. It really, really, really should be on a slinger. That way you can have range and you can stun whatever you want.
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's take a look at how Fonder responds. Aran did not make any moves west. He did continue to clear the barb site and presumably he's going to settle here. We also have a tech here. Rhetoric is discovered. So that is potentially a 4th law for Fonder. He does have the civics for it. He does not have he does have a garrison in his capital. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his starting judge leader. He is getting phalanx. His other choices were steel, compo, and monasticism. So he can upgrade those warriors to spears in 7 turns. Unfortunately, looks like another forest fire event coming up here. And then he has another choice of ambition. kill 10 military units. That one seems apt. See what law he picks. Epics might not be bad, given the proximity of battle we're about to have here, and the fact he only has one developing city. Although exploration could also be good, because he does have, there's a pretty good river network on this map. So exploration could actually speed up quite a bit of movement, especially from that champion seat north. He did end up picking exploration.
Yeah, exploration is the play I'd want to see here, especially now that he's going to be pressured from his opponent. He's definitely going to want to make sure that he can get his units around the map as quickly as possible, for sure.
He also started a stronghold in his capital, which means we are going to be seeing battering rams out in 10 turns or so.
I'm very curious about the choice of going for phalanx rather than steel.
I think phalanx is better. I mean, our X-Men are just not a very good unit, and this way you have counterplay in case your opponent goes horse. Like our Axemen are only beneficial against polearm units. They are not beneficial against archers. They are not against infantry. Macemen are. Axemen are not.
The more you know.
Toggling back over to Aran, he just discovered Paulus and is picking up ironworking. We do have wonders available, but no one is going for wonders right now. Pyramids are sadly crying over there in the corner. Game is too much of a knife fight at this point. His scout has vision here. Let's see what he does. Is he going to move in? Is he going to continue to clear the southeast here? Looks like he is going to come clear the southeast. These archers are moving down to kill the Danes. So he's going to want to settle his back line, which is pretty good. I mean, Fonder is definitely not going to attack him right now. So he does have tempo to settle these two city sites, go up to a dominant 8 cities versus 4, and then turn all his military might and all his protection on Fonder. And I don't want to be on the 4 side of an 8 city versus 4 fight. Reminds me of my fourth game against Fluffy, where I just got out expanded and then crushed.
Interestingly enough, the science rate between both opponents is very even right now. So this could end up being one of those situations where if Fonder is able to repel Aran, that maybe he could get a lead. The only issue I see long term is that Aran has managed to out expand Fonder already, so maybe it would be a little bit difficult to surpass him in terms of overall development. But really, having that unique unit come online, Aran only has the one ballista. So if that ballista gets eliminated and then Fonder is able to counterattack with a consistent stream of 6 strength siege units, that could be pretty devastating.
Yes, but we're simply out of city sites. Even if he settles all the city sites on his side, that's 6 because Aran has the 2 middle ones, so he's got the advantage of 8. And those cities will obviously be less developed. But you're right, like he can catch up. I feel like his economy is a little bit better. I just off vibes. Let me see like why I'm thinking that. He does have 23 to 17 improvements, so that's part of it. Aran has been a little more aggressive in terms of his investments. Workers are 4 worker units, which is not very many at this point in the game, verse 6. So I guess he has geared up a few more workers at this point. So maybe he'll start zooming ahead economy-wise. Let's see what Fonder does in Western Assyria here on turn 36.
Honestly, now that I'm looking at this, with the amount of warriors Fonder has, I honestly think he can repel the attack.
You
All
don't
he gotta do,
you don't think
all
he
he
can repel
gotta
the
do.
attack?
No, I think he can.
He can,
All
yeah.
he gotta do is put that tactician on the slinger, throw all of his units in the forest, and now he has the advantage against all of these archers.
He also is continuing to build forts in that city, so I feel like the window of taking that city probably closed a couple turns ago. Like, had Aran pushed in instead of like he's going for a longer term game, right? He's like, I'm ahead.
Yeah.
That means that I'm going to secure my advantage and take, which is a smart play, right? The attacking the city is very risky. You don't know if you're going to succeed in the attack. Fonder's reinforcement line is incredibly short, right? It's like 10 tiles from his capital, which he has double barracks in. So, like, he's going to be able to pump out units. It has developing, he potentially rush units. Let's see what Aran does this turn.
Just FYI, Stronghold is up in play, 4 turns for Fonder.
Yep.
He just screaming in his head right now, time. I just need those rams out.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that's the thing, right? So Aran is clearing barb sites and Dane sites. If he had these two archers up in the northwest, oh, he's force marching this settler. That is a interesting choice.
I would do it too. Get that city up and running.
I don't know that I
I
would
have the
force march that
advantage.
settler. So cleric site here with that lavender and silver makes sense. I guess this militia is going to duel this elite skirmisher in the forest. The militia is doing good work, I gotta say. The champion militia, he's making good value out of that champion militia. All too often, I just leave the champion militia doing nothing. And he's got the other settler here and needs to clear the second site. So we're going to go up to 8 cities here. And then he'll be able to pull everything and concentrate on Fonder. And unfortunately, Fonder has not even cleared his 5th and 6th site.
That's still such a vulnerable position for Aran to leave that ballista in, even
Yes.
though we would lose a lot of warriors if he did this. Even though the tactician is on a warrior, it's entirely possible that you could go in and kill that with enough orders.
Yes, it doesn't take that much damage from warriors though. 3 damage. So but you could surround the damn thing with warriors and stun it, and then like these archers will do damage. You'll probably lose 2 or 3 warriors, but you'll kill a ballista.
Certainly an interesting position to be in with a potential ram coming in just 5 turns, because I suspect Fonder will have the civics to rush that ballista, that
Oof,
ram.
earthquake. Pretty awkward earthquake
You do
here.
not want to see that.
Fortunately, he did start the stronghold before the garrison got hit. So, yeah, that's a pretty rough earthquake though, just on his side of the map.
That is a bunch of healing happening immediately.
Yeah, but fortunately, it's not during combat or anything. And they do have rare calamities instead of very rare, which is fair. And his last event here is God's Consort. He's got the God Consort event. Scion, you know all the event chains. Is this one worth taking?
Yes, that one will ultimately lead to an event. Once your god consort dies, you get an option to get 2 orders and a happiness in the capital. So I think god's consort is always worth taking. I'm not 100% sure if there are any drawbacks to taking it.
He did not take it.
He did not take it because he does not have the orders.
Yeah, which is fair. I really would like to see him reassign his tactician onto a slinger in the city.
He certainly has the opportunity, and I definitely think that would be the play for sure.
I like the tactician leader hanging out in the city, but really wanted to be on a slinger. All right, let's see. Got 34 seconds left, and talking about gotta give props to our players. They're playing very quickly on a medium timer. We're 90 minutes in on almost turn 40. Right, so ironworking has been discovered, and he's getting aristocracy. So we're probably going to see a border boost here from Aran. 8 city border boost. That's a juicy border boost. He's kind of using the schemer.
Indeed, and it will take that Danish site in time for border boost of sure.
Yeah. And he can always toggle it if he needs to as well. Yeah, I mean, the schemer is kind of letting him surf science until everything gets online, because like he's had a science lead all game thanks to that schemer. Although again, I think personally I would have gone intelligent schemer in this situation, just because you lose a little bit of crit, but man, you'd be getting 8 more science right now. And it's not like the schemer's the governor, so yeah, I understand why, because he wanted the crits. All right, let's see what he does here. He's got 10 turns. He's going to clear out that Danish site. Settler's ready to go. Very good timing. He's getting another scout. He wants to be able to know where his opponent's forces are. Getting aristocracy. He is behind in laws, despite being ahead in tech. Does have a lot of civics stored up, though, so can easily catch up. There are still pyramids available if anyone had stone, but no one has any money. Or anything to, or stone. So everyone is running a very tight ship. Getting a stonecutter specialist on that marble. Love to see that. Apprentice officer coming online as well.
Oof, that bell still will do 12 damage to a slinger inside of a fort. That's just so bad.
Yes, that is 12 damage inside a fort with a chance to crit, which will kill the slinger instantly. Yeah, so I definitely want him to put that slinger inside the city and put a tactician on it. We'll see if he does. All right. He's got 6 events to get through. Let's quickly click through. New heir. Power hungry oligarch. Always fun. The fertility amulet event. His queen consort is pissed at him, so he can divorce her if he wants, or imprison her, or she can plot against him, which I'm sure will end well. And he can potentially get freedom, or piss off the clerics, who are pretty pissed off already. So, and he can get 20 XP from the earthquake. Sorry, I have not been doing the greatest job clicking through all the events. There is a lot to go through this game, and players are playing pretty quickly. All right, looks like Fonder is looking to clear this barb site here. He does not have a settler started anywhere though.
Opts for more warriors.
I
He's
mean,
just gonna keep pumping.
he is getting phalanx, which will get him spears. So I would expect an upgrade. He doesn't have quite enough iron to deal with the upgrade. He doesn't has enough training. So I presume that he's prepping warriors to be able to go spears, and then say, "I'm going to sit in forests and deal with your archers, and your archers are going to suck in the forest." So event choices here. He did divorce his wife. No, he did not. He imprisoned his wife.
You're gonna be a bad wife, I'm gonna put you in prison.
Happy wife, happy life. Imprisoned wife. I don't know.
That's a good one. Alright, he puts a general on one of his archers.
But that tactician is still on the warrior. All right, let's see what
Up.
Aran does. He's going to clear out these Danes, presumably. So don't expect him to move in yet, but I'm expecting him to move in like turn 42 or so, if I had to guess. Out of ends here, tempting rumors. Chance to become infamous on someone, and declare you'll kill 5 Numidians or 5 Danes. Probably not going to be able to do either. The Numidians on the other side of the map, and there aren't 5 Danes left.
Okay, just hear me out for a second here. I don't think he's gonna move in turn 42. I think he's waiting for his leader to die so he can take his tactician's son and move it forward. Because his tactician's son is actually on the ballista.
Wow. So that ballista to stun, though? Like, you want the ballista to kill, not to stun.
I agree, but you also want the ballista to deal with all of these warriors that are right in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, the
So
ballista will
anytime,
be good against the spears, so.
yes. So the whole like that's what I would do personally in that position. Why risk this attack when I can just wait for that science advantage I have and use it in my advantage? He now has 8 cities, 1 law. He knows Fonder has 4. He probably knows that there's a stronghold in play right now. Should just wait it out a little bit. You're gonna be winning anyway.
Yes, I mean, there's no reason to attack right now, right? You're on 8 cities, unless you think you
Yeah.
can close out the game. That you can just build up your economy, hold the front line, tech ahead, right? You have all the luxury of time.
Yes.
And the attack gets riskier and riskier the later you wait.
I agreed.
Fonder is starting a settler here, presumably for this barb site. He still has Numidians at war in the far southwest. So, yeah, he is 1 turn away. And yes, you're right. Aran does have a scout in the capital watching that stronghold get built. So he knows that potentially there's going to be a ram starting here shortly. So very, very good vision from Aran. And he is getting a second scout for even more vision. And let's see what
Also interesting,
in
addition to the home field advantage, which makes the attack more difficult for Aran to attack into Fonder. Oh, no, I got this backwards. Aran does have more orders. So that's helpful. 19 to 15 currently. They're both spending about 3 on improvements. So there is an order advantage on Aran's side. You definitely want to have more orders than your opponent if you're attacking into them. So there's no way that Aran would know that, but it's nice that he's keeping pace in terms of orders.
Yeah, some of that is from legitimacy. He's still on his original leader, so he's got about 20 legitimacy lead. And of course, he is a schemer, so he can get 10 orders on demand, and he's used that 8 times in the game so far.
We are entering the part of the game where the starting leaders could be dying soon.
Well, Fonder is on his second leader already. He had his leader die very early on turn 28. So, yeah, so he's on.
Oof, that is
That is
unfortunate.
rough, yes. Autonomous city here, Zenobia, potentially. Zenobia doesn't like him, so it's kind of an awkward event. Doesn't have the money to pay her. He has adopted Zoroastrianism as a state religion. He got it through an event that wasn't from culture. I'll have to have you watch the VOD and look into the event because I was surprised to see Zoro founded without the double acolyte. Yeah, I think he's going to buy off Zernobia. Yep, he sold and bought the first choice in the event here. 510 gold, pretty expensive at this point, considering how cheap, like how broke his economy is, and he's losing 41 gold a turn already.
I do have an unpopular opinion regarding the death of Founder's leader. I think he's lucky that it died because now he doesn't have to um, abdicate because the judge was not doing much for him anymore. He kind of needed a threat for that ballista. Um, if I had a ballista and I knew that your leader is a judge, I would attack. You have no response to it. So
Interestingly, Aran is moving some archers down here. Potentially, we might see a fight over this barb camp. He does have vision with his second scout that he produced here.
that's gonna be bloody.
And he is enjoying the joys of schemer leader invisible scouts. So let's see
Yeah,
how
but he
what
still has no idea that there's a slinger right next to his
he does not know,
bowman.
right? So Fonder
I'm
definitely
sorry,
sees
next to
this.
his
Yeah,
archer. And it's a 53% crit chance.
the
He
barb
could
just
turn
upgraded.
things around.
Yep, the stronghold is complete. So I presume we're going to see a battering ram rushed out. Indeed, the battering ram has
Is it?
started. I
Can
think
he
it's
rush it? Yes,
no,
he can.
it's 470. It's just a little too much. He doesn't have enough civics, but next turn he'll be able to.
I apologize. I was at Aran POV. I had
Yeah, Aaron has lots of civics. Fonder not so much, but Fonder is a poor
yes.
loss, so it's got that going for him. We can take a look at the tech trees of the players. Pretty
Um,
standard for Fonder, and then we can take a quick look here at
he's pushing
Aaron.
downward
That compo already.
towards the Numidians.
Yes, I mean he wants to clear those city sites, right? And it's found. He has one settler. He probably needs to start a second settler somewhere. He's pretty far behind in the city count. 4 cities on turn 40 is really rough. Um, but I think he originally wanted to take that central city, but then went on an ill-advised adventure to try to kill an archer and lost 2 slingers. And he's kind of been trying to recover from that for the last 20 turns.
I would like to see Fonder get a little creative down here in this champion seat and maybe plop a shrine right on top of
Yes,
that lavender grove just
yes.
to get the culture of that city to developing as quickly as possible so we can start a second stronghold. That would be super valuable, I think.
And the training shrine is really effing good in the champ site. You could also do the lumber mill shrine if you want to be greedy. You could potentially have a 6 lumber mill shrine if you put it on that hill there, which is insane. Like that champion city, like definitely put the training shrine on the lavender, as Scientific suggests. But yeah, we just haven't seen any shrines being built there. He just built those first 2, and then we haven't seen any more. All right, toggling back over to Aaron's perspective, I presume he's going to pick border boost here. It's an incredibly juicy border boost with 8 cities. Gets him lots of tiles, lots of resources. Very much worth it, I would say. He does have a science lead, and indeed he does take border boost. The Bountiful Harvest event got some 350 food, which is pretty good. And then this Rites of Passage event, potentially pregnancy options for his imprisoned wife, which he did. Or no, sorry, the founder's wife is imprisoned, not Aran's. Oh, too many Assyrias in this game.
Agreed.
Right, I heard a general assigned somewhere. Not sure where. Maybe it was an upgrade. All right, so presume, all right, these archers in the southeast are
Yes,
coming.
it was. I'm still looking for that upgrade or.
I heard a sound, but I can't see where it was.
Oh, it's on Founders.
It was on Founder's side.
The
Okay,
upgrade.
you can
Yeah.
upgrade. Yeah, you can upgrade on Titan. Okay, good to know. So, right. So yeah, he's just chilling. He moved the ballista back into the city, so that's good. It's no longer exposed. Getting border boost. Presumably after that, we're going to see. I would not be surprised to see monasticism. His choices are likely going to be husbandry, drama, rhetoric, and monasticism. Monasticism now would be very good. He's got some cleric cities down, and he's got 8 cities and lots of groves around, other than land consolidation. Oh, he's changing his mind tech-wise here. Oh, still staying on border boost. Okay.
He can adopt centralization or vassalage, though.
Would expect
And
centralization at this point.
yeah,
Get some science in that capital. He only has 2.5 science in his capital, so that's painful.
he
If
did
he,
not go for it yet. I'll
not,
keep an eye on whether he
thank
applies
you.
the law right now.
All right, I'm toggling back over to Fonder's perspective here. Presumably he's going to clear this Numidian site in
And
the southwest.
he goes centralization.
Yep, expected. Thanks for confirming that. All right. You got a crit on the kill, which is the downsides of no-show crits. You sometimes waste your crits like that. Another Numidian is awkwardly going to spawn here, so he's going to have some battling. Phalanx is in 1 turn, so we're going to see a Spears upgrade. He doesn't really have the resources for too many Spears, though. Spearmen are, I think, expensive in iron and 50-50. So he can get 3 upgrades. Tech-wise, he got Phalanx. Oh, must have gotten an event that gave him some science. He did. Divine
He
Mandate.
lost.
Pious.
He lost Pious.
But got 40 science, so he picked it up and was also getting Stone Boost. So I'm curious whether we're going to see the late pyramids. Could see. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I would pick up at this point. Ziggurat is always good. Museum, it's strong, seems far away. Ishtar Gate is a potential. Don't really have the economy for any wonders, though. And he did start upgrading some spears. Let's see what vision is. I think, yep, thanks to this scout, I think Aran does see those spears upgrades. So
I'd like to see husbandry grabbed here, to be honest. Stone boost obviously is high priority, but we do have a horse ranch in the champion seat, and when you're dealing with a ballista and you know your opponent's going to have a lot of archers, you could be in a situation where horses could become an incredible asset to you.
yes.
Honestly, the only way I could think he would be using that stone is to get it, sell it, make more spearmen. That's also an option that he
The
has.
stone is worth 1,300 gold, right? Like if you were to buy 200 stone. So
Yeah.
it's significant, and like it lets you put down more barracks. Like stone boost is pretty hard to pass up, and it's also pretty cheap.
And
40 science.
he did rush the battering ram.
Yep, he did slam that with his civics. So we're going to see the first unique unit on the board here.
Now, how does he keep Aran from actually seeing those battering rams?
I don't think he's going to be able
That's the
to,
real
just
question.
because these are schemer scouts. They can go everywhere, and I think Aaron's been very good about keeping vision of his opponent. So I presume Aaron's going to poke again on his turn. Let's see what he does here. Swapping back over to him. Oh, he's already spent a lot of orders. He did see the upgrades on spears. As expected, the archers are coming back to the northwest. This militia is being a champion. I think this militia has killed like 4 barbs on its own. Champion's militia. It's in the name.
That's not a
So
militia. That's a Superman.
Go ahead, Sion.
I definitely think Aran is in a strong and dominant position, but I would say at this point the Archer rush is officially countered here because don't forget that the battering rams also have a 25% defense versus ranged attacks. So in these woods, both defending the city but also advancing into Aaron's territory, battering rams are just going to be devastating for Aaron to deal with, and he's going to have to come up with something that he can do to kind of counter the strength of that moving
Yeah.
forward.
Really, realistically, you need horses to deal with battering rams. Nothing else works. They are just brutal.
Yeah, they're just absolute tanks.
They just do not take damage. It's really frustrating. They're slow and really a giant pain in the ass to get anywhere, but once they get there, you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're such a great unit. They're one of my favorite units.
I really don't like
That's
how
the
slow they
battering
are.
ram out.
I really don't like how
And
slow
he
they
has
are.
the choice between Sovereignty, Monasticism, Composite Bow, which will take 14 turns, or Citizenship. He opted for Sovereignty,
Yeah, sovereignty makes
probably for
sense.
that free chariot.
I think sovereignty, civics boost is there. Tyranny, which would be very helpful for building military units. Constitution, if he wants to get some decrees running somewhere. Um, and science. So yeah, I mean, sovereignty is so good right now. I think also unlocks onagers, which potentially will give him some range that he doesn't
And
really have.
closer to even 7 laws. So we might have a situation where that's where the momentum could go long term, as long as you can hold out against the outscaled development that could come online from the extra cities that Aaron has. But getting an 8th strength unit, especially when there's siege towers on a map like this. One thing I might consider to do as Aaron is start chopping the woods in the center of the map.
Yep. Make sure there's
All right.
nowhere to hide. Um,
Aaron does see that battering ram. He
yep.
knows it's out.
Yeah, his scout is in good position. Players are playing pretty quickly here. All right, Aaron just researched border boost and is getting husbandry. So I'm presumably going to try to activate some of those horses that he has there, especially in that central city. You weren't on the stream yet, Sion. I was sad neither player went patrons. There's some pretty good patron sites here, especially this middle site, which is just like a dream patron site. So both went clerics and champions and hunters. In fact, only one hunter city or 2 hunter cities for Aaron. Okay, husbandry. Yeah, the other archers are just sitting here. Indifferent queen event. Appointing an ambassador to fix some of the family opinion a little bit. Oh, and also get some culture everywhere, which will help. He is ahead in science and has been ahead in science all game. I think part of that is, oh wow, +3 science from autonomous rule. I didn't realize autonomous rule gave you science.
Yes, indeed. 1 science per population.
Good to know. That actually makes it better, despite not controlling your tech queue and watching a city make festivals over and over.
Indeed, indeed. That's one of the advantage. And like I said, you normally get a civic boost, or in this case, Zenobia. Zenobia is someone who would probably move to a different location. I'm sure
Yes,
there's a better spot for
I
her.
would like her in the capital rushing apprentices with his non-existent money. Um,
Is he gonna build farms with that worker in Sarisa in the middle of the city?
Makes sense. That's going to give him some early access to wood income to kind of blunt the rising cost of his archers that he has going on. It's definitely an interesting play. Unfortunately, it does take an extra turn to build farms on marshlands, but it's a very creative way to get a little bit of extra wood income early without having to beeline to forestry. So I like that idea.
Also, unfortunately, it hurts the worker as well. So then you have to heal the thing up. So it's good, but if you have no other source of wood, like he's bleeding 16 a turn right now, so it's worth at least blunting it a little bit. All right, I think Fonder is fighting here, continuing to take the Numidian site. Looks like he's going to be able to clear it next turn, or maybe even this turn. Oh, the militia can't quite do it. He does have this sleeping warrior randomly here, and going to be curious to see whether he tries to clear this next site. He only has that one settler started. This site is going to be a little bit dangerous to clear just because it will give you borders to this site. especially with those border boosts. He's continuing to upgrade spears. He did lose his ambassador, so we might have... oh, Scout got killed by an archer. Interesting. I guess his Scout was revealed because of border boost in the forest. Does that happen?
Yes, yes, it does. If a border boost pop up or something, it will reveal your scout, and it does not push him away, especially if you are at war.
That should not be the case anymore. They've recently changed it where you should stay hidden, forgive me, indefinitely. However, it is possible that Fonder maybe moved his scout and then kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
It,
did
it
not catch it.
happened.
So.
It happened to me already like 3 times. So I know for a fact if a border boost pop up and your scout is in there, he does not get pushed, he gets revealed.
I feel like it should be
And
pushed and continue to be stealth because that is yeah.
I know, I agree too.
All right, we can maybe send in a bug. All right, so let's see what Aran does. It feels like we're switching definitely into the mid game here. As Sion said, there's no rush at this point. Aran did invest a lot of resources into those early archers. They did secure easier expansion for him in some ways. And he does have that city lead and will continue because he's got the middle of the map and his side of the map. So it's 8-4 at the moment, soon 8-5. What is he building here? Getting some quarries up. Some very sad green, like a very sad lush quarries, just watching the mountains, but no, can't reach the mountains. He has clear chopped everything by the mountains. Getting some mines up, basically trying to eco a little bit here. Getting some more workers, up to 7 workers here with like 2 more workers on the way. That'll take us to 9. Only 5 workers for
Fonder is
Fonder.
currently stronger than Aran, so that's good news for him. He definitely has the defensive position now. So it's just kind of gonna have to get tucked in and play for the long haul, I suppose.
Yes. Yeah, we're definitely past the rush. He held the rush, did not fall over. So props to Fonder, a tough spot, especially after losing those 2 slingers early, with some very nice technical play from Aran to Zocklock them. Yeah. Expecting Fonder to go up to 6 cities, and then all that's left is to take someone else's city. The map will be full in this square dual coastal rain basin. Toggle back over to Fonder. He's clearing this barb that has wandered in. This ram is moving south
I think he's clearing that site. I think he's thinking of
with the
clearing that
barb.
site.
With the ram. I guess the ram can clear the barb site. Okay.
There's a 45% crit chance that Barbarian is in a fort. He'll deal 9 damage to it with the crit possibility, 18 damage. He can clear it in 1 turn.
Yep, he does not have a second settler though, but I mean, I guess he can leave something on the southwestern site and then settle the much more contested site. And he does have that exploration for the nice river movement.
3 turns till that settler pops up from his cleric city.
He's starting to chop some of these woods. He's clear cut the ones that he'll probably never be able to lumber mill because they're way too far away and not next to anything nice. Okay.
So that will put the city count to 6 cities to 8 in favor of Aran. That's not
It'll be 5.
the biggest deficit to come back from.
It'll be 5. This will be 5. He's on 4 right now. And he does not have
Yes, no, but he's clearing this site here, and I fully expect that the battering ram will be able to take the barbarian
yes,
site.
that
in
will
the
put
center of
us
the
up to
map.
5, but then he does not have a settler for 6.
Yes, but I'm saying he will get to 6
yes,
total.
yes, total. Sorry.
No worries.
Very late. So even later for you,
Yeah.
or earlier. Take your pick. Let's toggle back over to Aran. He researched husbandry, has the choice of spoked wheel, rhetoric, and drama, and has spoked wheel marked. See if he's targeting anything else. He's targeting steel and spoked wheel. I don't see anything else that he's targeting. And in the lead, taking that spoked wheel, which will help deal with that battering ram.
I'm not sure about spoked wheel in this situation,
Spoked wheel into
but I
spears is
understand it.
tough. Spoked wheel into spears is tough, but you need something to do with the battering ram, and archers are really not good at it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is such a devastating combo. It's really the 1-2 punch for Assyria in terms of the unique unit. Stacking an army of spears around your rams is just. It's so hard to break into unless perhaps you have some type of long-term stacking, range fire, siege on hills type of scenario, and I wouldn't envy Aran in this situation.
And even onagers do reduce damage to rams because they're ranged. Flood here
Yes,
for Aran as well. Pretty big flood, cutting through his capital here.
Wouldn't in this scenario Axemen be the counter just purely for the pole arms?
The X-Men would counter the pole arms, would counter the spears. They won't do extra damage to the rams, but at least they're not ranged. So yeah, Axeman could be good. He does have steel marked as well as labor force and forestry, so seems to be marking quite a few techs at this point.
I think that Aaron is still waiting for his leader to die before he makes a move.
I'm not expecting to
That
make any moves right
tactician,
now. Like he's setting up some master acolytes, or I guess that's the autonomous city. He's getting some apprentice officers. Feels like he's sitting back and ecoing up. He is behind a little bit, or now he's Fonder's still similar, so he's keeping military parity, but I don't think he's building any military units. I guess that one warrior there. So he does see that ram. It is kind of exposed, but I don't think he can punish it. Even on an open field, the archer will do 4 damage to the ram. So. Toggling back over to Fonder on turn 45 here.
15
And that
moves,
battering
5
ram already
seconds.
has focus 3. I love it.
Yep, he's been pouring training into it, promoting it.
That's definitely the play. Good for him.
Oh, he's scouting around with his invisible slinger, seeing what's inside.
Another battering ram for the capital, for Fonder.
Yep. Let's see what he does with his 11 moves. I'm expecting clearing this barb site, potentially. He's almost cleared this one. Notice Aran's scout is just always keeping track of where Fonder's units are. He knows about this southwestern site being cleared. Starting a barracks in this champ site here. Nice mines. This might actually get a... Oh, the battering ram has seen combat for the first time, and his tactician leader stuns the barb. Settler to turn here. Sovereignty in 4. Still behind in science. Let's toggle over to Aran. 51 science, a pretty big lead. He is getting his first luxury online, apart from that tea from the event, some salt. Event-wise here, we got Waste of Talent. Zenobia as a Grand Vizier is a possibility. She is inspiring, bold and educated, and a rising star. We'll see if he chooses a Grand Vizier. He gets free civics with the ambition of enacting colonies, potentially. And then, yeah, let's see what events he's choosing here. She always gets inspiring for the Grand Vizier event. That's interesting.
Yes, indeed. It's part of her little narrative there, and it's an interesting option for sure. I've certainly taken Grand Vizier Zenobia, and of course, here we go. It's just
Yep.
she's got such good stats. It's hard to say no.
Yeah, I mean it's like significant. Like if we just pop into the city here, we see she's speeding up training by 33%. She's speeding up civics. Actually, she doesn't speed up civics. No, she has some charisma as well, so she's speeding up civics. Although I don't oddly see that reflected here. Shouldn't she be speeding up civics? Or there's a governor there. Never mind. Let's find some. There's not a governor. There's the 33% from Zenobia. Oh, that governor just happened to have the same amount of training as Zenobia, which misled me. Yeah.
Well, if you look at one of the empty cities, she's adding about 2 to 3 civics 3-ish growth, 4 training, and of course then the culture from inspiring to pretty much any city that doesn't have a governor in it. So it's a really solid baseline boost to your output. But of course you do lose the ability to choose what you're making. So it can come back with drawbacks, but she's just immensely powerful.
The workaround there is, of course, assign a governor if you have a governor and the civics to assign a governor, which may not always be the case.
Just to add, that ballista is moving downward for Aran. I'm not sure
Yes,
why he's moving it downward.
the ballista is right next to the stealthed slinger, but it is moving downward. I don't know if he wants to contest the city potentially. Um,
Don't think he has the time. He doesn't know that.
and this settler will settle next turn. So let's see where his other units are. He is kind of pulling everything back in, so he's concentrating his forces. I don't know that he can really attack into this though.
Also,
Right.
just to demonstrate the defensive capability of this ram, even on an urban tile, this incoming ballista would only do 8 damage to the ram.
Yep.
A second ram is out for Fonder. He is very happy right now. He's able to turn things around.
Yep. Aran is once again weaker. Although
He's
still
keeping
landed.
that stronger lead. It did dip back to similar just a couple of turns ago, but he's just on the precipice of keeping and maintaining that stronger lead through these upgrades and the bringing in of the Rams. So this is getting tougher and tougher for Aran to even remotely consider an assault at this point.
That said, the science gap is increasing in Aran's favor, so the military gap, Fonder has caught up and in fact surpassed, but the science gap is actually getting worse right now. So
Oh, he also got a Zenobia Grand Vizier event, and he goes for it.
all right, we've got dueling Zenobias. Thank you for flagging that. I was looking at stats, as always things happen. Or no, did he get dueling
No,
Zenobia?
no, I'm wrong. I'm
Okay,
wrong. I'm
you're.
looking at Aaron. I just trolled the whole team.
No worries. Yes, Fonder is also kind of going broke. He's minus 32 a turn. He is selling that stone that he got from the event. Or no, sorry, it was other Assyria that got the stone. I think. I don't know. I have blended all these
I
series
I
together.
apologize again for that mistake.
No, no worries. All right, let's see what Aaron does here. Quickly take a look at some of the charts. No one has any wood production. Stone production is about even. Slight advantage for Founder for iron. About even for food. Orders are relatively similar all game. Aaron's money economy is significantly better. Minus 1 plus 113 versus minus 46. Science lead for Aaron. Happiness lead for Founder. Culture lead significant, especially with this inspiring from Aaron. That might be something, lots of points there, although we're pretty far from points victory. Although we are on high points, and it's only 42. Training production about even, civics slight lead for Aaron, and growth significant lead for Aaron.
I do want to take a moment to mention that Aaron is having so much training. Around 176 of his training was converted to orders. At this point, if you're having that much training, upgrade that ballista. Give it focus 2, give it focus 3, give all of your units so many upgrades that they have no response from Fonder. Just stockpiling these training is not gonna be ideal at the moment.
I think he just doesn't have the orders to burn on the promotions. They do
He
take
had
orders.
18 orders. He moved units around that he didn't need to move. You can keep them as is.
I mean, it's nice
But
having a
we go
training
back.
pool because it gives you force marches. It lets you buy orders. I'm personally a fan of having a large training pool. So that said, Fonder is definitely picking a different strategy. He's doing a very good job of using his upgrades and not floating a big training pool. So um,
This double Assyria thing is throwing me
it is a little confusing,
off.
especially since the colors change. So
Yeah.
if the colors were consistent, it would be a little easier, but they change. Um,
Probably a suggestion for that would be nice.
Another promo on the other ballista, and he's getting another focus. So he really likes focus on his ballistas.
You mean Rams,
Yes, sorry,
correct?
Rams. At least they
Yeah.
can't crit cities anymore, thank God.
Oh, I remember when that
Yes,
happened.
yes, you're welcome.
All right, sovereignty in 2
Scientific here
years.
abusing
A
everything that he can
treasury
use.
to try to fix his cash situation here. Another battering ram coming out. He cleared that city site. I would laugh so hard, by the way, if Aran puts the scout on the city site as soon as there's a settler coming for it. I don't think he will, but like everything is moving out of range except for this one militia, so he could block the city site. He doesn't have vision though.
It would certainly be a great use of that 2 HP militia to just plop on that site just in case, for
Yes,
sure.
yes, absolutely. Block the city site out of paranoia. Again, not that I've suffered anything about city sites being blocked lately. That makes me particularly sensitive on the topic.
I can hear the trauma in your voice, man.
It was Scion and then Fluffy.
You need to talk to a therapist. I can recommend a good one.
All right. Toggling back over, let's see what Aran does with his turn. We're on turn 47, his half here. Guardian Fire, the Magnus event. He's going to try to build the Zoro Religious Wonder. Pretty easy ambition to complete, assuming he can get some stone. He does have a lot of civics, and I guess he'll need to build a disciple somewhere. Awkwardly, it's in his champ seat, not somewhere you really want to be building disciples. And it is a state religion, but unfortunately, it has not really. It has spread to some cities, I guess. So he could build it somewhere else.
Does he have a
Does have
governor on it?
he does have a governor on his champ seat,
Yes, he
and
does.
he's
Okay.
found he had a disciple somewhere. I just didn't notice it. I guess he's going to start this here.
It's next to the hamlet in his.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No, I don't know whether I don't remember him making a disciple, but he does have one. So getting some warriors, presumably to upgrade to spears. I'm not entirely sure why he's getting warriors, but more
Oh,
chops.
he got his disciple from Tushpa. That's where he got it from. And now
It
he's
built
building
there.
a warrior.
I see. Okay, so he built a disciple there. Got it. Okay.
Hmm.
Be watching production queues for the cities.
It's too much. It's too much to focus on. He has 8 cities. You're doing a great job.
I'm mostly just trying to keep the camera on the action because I'm the streamer this time, so I can't just look at
Yeah.
stat screens. So I'll rely on the two of you to point out anything interesting from stats, or it's pretty hard to see what's going, keep the
Yes.
vision, and then also know what's going on stat wise. So,
This turn, just FYI, Aaron got 300 civics from events. That
yes,
is not a small amount.
a lot of civics. He does need them because he only has 2 laws right now, and Fonder is on 4 laws, so he doesn't even have the laws
That
unlocked yet. So like he's kind of in a he's ahead
I
science
just wanna
wise, but yeah, that's a lot of civics for events.
we just need to look at the amount of training and civics that Aaron has that are doing nothing right
Pretty big
now.
banks
I'm the
again.
type of
Like
player.
you can rush with them. Like it's not bad to bank them if you like
Yeah,
you don't need to spend them down to 0. So
no, agreed. What I'm trying to point out is the differences between
play style.
Aaron as a
Yeah.
player and Fonder. Fonder is like, I'm gonna empty this pool. I'm gonna use it right now,
Yeah.
and if I need more in the future, oh well, who cares? While Aaron is like conservative with it. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna wait until the right moment for it.
Yep. Sad 5 legitimate hit for not establishing a state religion. Um, that legacy expired. He can place some marble in his cleric site, which is pretty good. Always welcome. Immediately starts improving that marble, gets some stone up. And he's educating his heir as a tactics student. So both of these players seem to like tactics students. Also trying to fix his
Right?
economy here. He's losing quite a bit of gold. Um, not entirely sure
Just
why he's
to
losing so
add,
much gold. So
on the other side right now, Aaron still has 6 more orders. He has been upgrading his units to use some of that training. He has been putting generals just to move that training a little bit. So he is making use of what
that's good.
he has training wise.
Good. Let's take a look here. I
Oh, another clerics.
heard something. Oh, that he founded that city. Yes. as we expected. Is he going to start another settler? Yes, he's got the settler in the southwest. So we're up to 8 versus 5. Aran is still weaker but learned. The ballista's like doing a tour of the forest. Not really sure where it's going. Garrison going down to the champ seat, so maybe we're going to see some plans for rams. Some upgrades.
Aran does have 9 workers to Fonder's only 4, so that's going to keep the momentum economically and development-wise ramping up for Aran, which is a bit unfortunate because he has the larger amount of cities, and now he does have the amount of workers to keep improving it with more on the way.
Yep, which is, I mean, what you should be doing in this situation, right? You have a dominant map position. You can like just build up a unstoppable force, right? It's going to be very hard for Fonder to punch back from 6 cities unless he does something soon, pressing this advantage somehow.
Real quick, Aaron had the option between steel, forestry, monasticism, and awesome labor force. He opted for labor force. The
Yep,
question is,
can get a law.
which law is he gonna go
Almost
for?
certainly slavery at 8 cities. Like makes perfect
I
sense.
I wonder what law he's gonna go for with the 8 cities he has.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if it's
Yeah,
not
it's
slavery.
safe to say the
8.
expansion phase is over, so I would definitely like to see slavery come in.
Freedom early makes sense when you're still building a lot of growth units. Slavery when you're wide, and then freedom late when you want to avoid negative events from slavery.
Just to give an idea to the viewers, that is 32 iron and stone. He's gonna more than double his iron production. He's gonna not around 40% more stone production. He's gonna be dominant when it comes to um, his economical production.
Yeah, I mean he's building even more workers. He's got 9, and he's got 2 more, at least 2 more on the way. Um,
Uh, I wanna just look at this for a second and go with the question. Could Founder at this moment, right here, right now, with what he has, if he knew what Aaron has, would he have the ability and capability to attack? Would he win if he attack?
where I guess is the question.
Anything. If he goes for any of these cities, would he be able to attack frontwise and win it?
He does. I mean, he does have 2 rams with a 3rd ram on the way. Like, and currently Aaron has no response to the ram. So the problem is you put the ram next to the city, and what the hell is going to kill the ram?
I don't think he has any response to anything. Even the ballista is not going to be a good response
Yeah, I mean,
to
I think you
the
could drive
amount of.
through those northern woods and do a successful attack straight across the map. The issue that you're going to run into is timing, I suppose, because there's just so many cities,
Yeah,
and the deeper you get into Aaron's territory, the more likely he's able to kind of focus fire you down. But yeah, that's a lot of forest.
the middle city
yeah.
feels like the right one to push for. You could build a road from your cleric city so your rams could get there quickly. You could move you still have stealth on all your slingers into the forest. So you could like quietly move them over there and ambush. Ideally, you'd probably want to upgrade the slingers at some point. He's getting navigation here, and he has sovereignty, so that's going to be 5 laws into 6. He hasn't picked up a 5th law because he doesn't have the civics yet. But
The
yeah,
thing is, if he attacks the middle city like Mardaman or Arpid, he doesn't have enough woods to protect him from all of these archers.
yeah. No, I think Sarelsa is the correct place to attack because it's also the easiest one for him to reach. It doesn't have hills. He can build a road across many tiles there just from his main line of production there. So like I feel like if I were to attack anywhere, I would be attacking that middle city. The
And
reinforcement line is also pretty tough from where the champion seat is for Aaron.
as founder right now, I am looking at that power power dynamic, and I'm looking. Oh, he became weaker. Is he even building any units?
Yeah, and you see the
And
start of a road here from Nizibis. So we might be seeing a road towards. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
That's it. That was the end of my sentence. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what Aran does with these turns. I don't really know where this ballista is going. So he's kind of positioned all his archers down to the south here. Maybe he's worried about the proximity of this city. Perhaps that's something I can think of.
I think he's leaving it in the middle
So he can go
because
either
he
way.
doesn't. Yes, so he can respond wherever Fonder goes. I think he realizes right now. Oh, look, all of these rams are in Nispis. I need to be ready to respond at any moment notice to wherever these rams go.
Yeah, and there's the Rams are getting upgraded, and there's also a general on the Rams, and I feel like that road is pointing towards the northeastern central city. But we'll
And
see
it's
here.
a wonderful commander. That's gonna deal, like right now
Lots of
on their own,
damage.
they're dealing 8 damage. Probably with that commander, it's gonna be 10 damage. Give it the 45% crit chance. It's gonna be one unit dead in one hit.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. I was about to say I wish Aaron would build some roads, but of course he can't because he doesn't know labor force yet. But ideally, he really wants to build a road from his champ seat to that central city. It's actually very hard for him to reinforce the central city. It's kind of island. It's like so. It's a good moment. It's a good opportunity now for Fonder to attack, should he choose to do so.
Just to take a moment to look at Founder's family. His wife is still imprisoned, by the way. You know, happy wife, happy life. His heir is a commerce student who's extravagant. His third in line is a tactics student, so he must have flipped them. I think he wanted to go for a tactics student on his heir, but probably the event structure went the opposite direction. Um, so
I guess one is his child and one is his niece. So
yes,
yeah,
one is child, one is niece. Um,
since he started educating the tactician, I'm not sure exactly how that happened. But yeah, maybe they were both the same age.
they are exactly the same age. You are very correct.
All right,
So,
and that air just became extravagant. Navigation is
which,
coming along here. Um,
which
more
if I was
battering
him
rams are
right now,
producing. Settler is done here. Go ahead. Sorry.
which if I was him right now and my kid, my heir is extravagant, and I'm looking at my money situation, I would start crying.
And
That's the only option.
extravagant doesn't really hurt you until the air is ruling, so it's not too big a deal. Let's see if he picks up tyranny or constitution, or is going to save his civics for navigation because I think he's 5 turns away, and it won't quite be enough civics. And it does
We
need
do
definitely
have
movement. Yeah, go ahead, Zion.
we have some aggressive positioning from Fonder. We have movement with these rams and these spears coming up from Nisibis and some aggressive roading, and now he has some spears in the woods as well.
Continuing to use that training for upgrades. Like all these units are getting promoted. I think this is the point you were making, Nizir, that all
Nizar.
these little Nizar, sorry, I'm just mispronouncing everyone's name today. Nizar, I think this is the point you're making. Fonder is using that training, making the units better. This is something Fluffy also does really well. Like he has a spare order, he's gonna has some training, and he'll upgrade a unit to make it stronger. And it makes those units pack a little more punch every time. I love this road to nowhere here. Forgot a connection. So
Just in a circle. I
yeah.
love it.
All right. Free battering ram event. Oh, he didn't take it. He's getting steel instead. Well, which makes sense because he needs to deal with the spears. Also not taking monasticism. So interesting tech path here. He does have slavery or freedom, expecting sleep freedom being enacted. Or sorry, slavery being enacted. Oh no, his tactics student has the choice of being killed or being crippled. He chose it to be crippled, I think. Yeah.
His
Oof.
ruler is doomed. The
The ruler
schemer
is
is
doom,
going to
and
be on the way out.
his heir is crippled.
Wait, what happened to his other heir? He had a tactician heir.
There's a grandson. That tactician must have died at some point.
And we didn't see it.
We missed it.
Oh
Yes, it is
no.
very hard to keep track of all these characters.
I
Probably through some event.
understandable. That is hurtful.
We'll see. He
Um,
might have a 2-turn regency. Definitely gonna mix stuff up. Legitimacy is gonna drop as well. So his starting leader made it 50 turns. I think Fonder's made like 20 something. So pretty big difference
I
there.
think Fonder just saw the severely ill. He saw the doomed, and he was like, "Yes, this is my moment. This
It's
is the
always. I mean,
opportunity that
we
I
don't have
needed."
we don't have negative legitimacy anymore, or negative legitimacy titles anymore. It's a game setting, thank God. But back in the day, you would attack as soon as a new leader came along, so that you could stuff them into a bad cognomen, so they'd get negative legitimacy. It was pretty brutal. All right. Curious to see if Aran adopts any laws. I would expect him to adopt slavery. He has not adopted it yet. He did buy, I think, yes, he did buy some more orders for the last time with his schemer. He does have 80 seconds banked in the timer, but not choosing to use it. Presumably, he's just going to do some worker moves in tight. So
I would also take there's a funny moment happening right now where Founder put a smiley face where the ballista is for Aran, with a chat box. So he knows. He knows
yes,
exactly what's happening.
I don't think Aran can see the
And
Founder's
he
notes, though.
cannot.
Yeah, it's just for
He
us, I
cannot. I
guess.
think it's for the stream. That is such a Founder move. I love the guy. He does this stuff all the time. He's very funny. Well, just real quick, Aaron is building walls in Sarisa. He knows what's happening. He knows what's coming up. I would have built that wall a long time ago.
Yes, crippled, to respond to chat, is just -1 fatigue, so it kind of makes it bad as a general, which is unfortunate because he's going tactician so that tactic student, so he could have a good general.
Wow, I have to say, I really like this because now we have the roading from Fondor coming towards the center of the map, which, as we noticed from the previous turn of Aaron's previous turn, he just spent all of those orders cycling his units back north when he saw that movement towards the north. So I think Fondor will be in an interesting position to kind of keep slightly nudging himself north, slightly nudging himself center. But since Aaron has a larger territory, he's going to have to spend more orders deciding figuring out which direction Fondor is actually coming from. And that's pretty cool to see.
Yes, and that's one of the challenges of being on the defense, right? Attackers can. Oh, we got an attack.
There we go. That's the stunt archer. Now what?
Fonder is moving in with the spearman with only 4 orders left and stunning. Spearman is sitting in the forest. Can that ballista get here? The ballista can get here and do 11 damage to that spearman. The worker can do 4. That spearman's probably dead. So this is also
definitely dead.
Yeah, this is also the same place approximately where he lost 2 slingers by attacking an archer that was exposed. This feels like a rerun of a couple turns ago. I also am not loving an attack with 4 orders left. He can't really follow it up. Although he does have that very slow battering ram, but it's not supported by roads. All right. Unfortunately, he has a new heir right now. So go ahead.
I want to add real quick that heir has engineer on him. That's exactly what he needs right now.
Oh my god.
It does have
That's
engineer.
exactly what he needs right now. He is so happy right now. It's like, this is you have all of these rams. Congratulations. All my units deal 10 more damage to you. 10% more damage.
He has Force March, and Ballista gets a crit and one shots it. Ooh.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for bringing that unit here. Please come again, and just keep bringing them for me one by one, please.
22%. Look at the note from Fonder. 22% chance. Why change inheritance? He's trying to hide his tactician heir. Oh my god, I love these little notes.
Oh, the tactician is actually alive. He was just excluded. He was bypassed by the grandson, actually.
Okay, so that's what he did. There's a bypass. Go ahead.
It was a bypass.
I noticed that last turn. He had the opportunity to take that tactician as a regent, and I thought that might have been what he was attempting to do. Maybe assign this younger child an heir, knowing that when his schemer died, he'd be able to just get the tactician back anyways, because there's a strong chance that the parent of the child could become the regent. But I was surprised to see that he didn't take the tactician here.
I mean, realistically, you kind of want the younger kid in command because, like, that'll give you a second long-lived ruler. Although crippled is a little rough here, and not having a archetype for a couple turns is also a little interesting. But yeah, not taking the regency is also interesting. We'll see here. But yeah, just totally destroyed that. Loving these notes from Fonder though. I think.
And that one kill did bring both opponents back to similar in power. So Fondor, while being stronger, it really doesn't have that much of a power advantage on Aran.
Yes,
Okay.
stronger is not that bit, not as much as of a difference that you think. Much stronger is definitely definitely a moment where you see. And also, if you look at the graphs for iron and stone production, you can see the huge spike from slavery for Aran.
Okay. Let's take just a quick moment to look at, can Founder snipe that ballista? That's the real question. Because right now, that ballista is the ace in the hole for Aaron. And if he loses that ballista, he has no response to any of the things that Founder can throw at him. So is Founder gonna rush things? What is he gonna do over here?
I don't
He
think he can kill
has
the ballista.
he has
Yeah, I was curious if that was maybe a potential bait to bring out the ballista, but I think it's just too deep in there. It'd be too dangerous to send troops to try and kill that, I think.
He is roading towards our
let's
pod here, so this road is kind of wound down, and like he's choosing which way to
here it
road.
is.
Oh, he's
Uh,
attacking the archer.
Uh,
Interesting.
Wow.
he has 200 training, 13 orders. Is he gonna rush things? Is he just gonna kill that
He can
archer?
force march with a spearman, but he's going to lose the spearman potentially.
100%. It's not potentially. It's
Though
100% gonna be gone.
when you're ahead, you want to trade units, so it's not bad to trade
Yeah.
units as long as you're trading evenly or better. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely
Moving
Alright.
in and
tempting
not getting a kill would definitely not go well here, so I'd hope that he would try to take that kill. And if he does move in a spear, he would lose it, yet, but maybe that'll entice Aaron to keep the ballista in the fight. Maybe he is trying to bait that ballista into staying around so he can secure the kill.
He did get the archer. And that crit on the ballista, by the way, was a 22% chance, which is why we have a note on the grave that says 22% for Thunder.
We have more notes. He's asking
Yes.
what change inheritance law. He's trying to hide his tactician heir.
Let's see
I
here.
think that
The tactician's
he.
back on a ballista this time. Tanker
I
unit.
think that. I don't think that Aaron went for that heir because I think he went for it because of the siege damage. That's the only thing I can think of.
I think age as well.
But
Like younger heir, you don't want like a 45-year-old that dies in 10 years because that'll tank your legitimacy. This is, I think, the first time Fonder has legitimacy advantage. And I guess probably an order advantage here too. All right, let's see how Aaron responds to this. Yeah, order advantage is slightly in Fonder's favor here. They're very close. Plus 23, plus 23. I guess no one's favor. All right, so the ballista got a free promo. I presume it's going to come kill the spear. Yep.
that's a questionable
10%
move.
chance. So he's taking the bait. The militia is attacking the. He's gonna.
There we go.
He's locking it. It can't escape. So.
You can't attack my ballista if you can't reach it.
Yep, the battering ram can't move because it's Zoc locked. Battering rams are affected by zone of control. So,
Yes,
And still
and
with plenty of time to build some roads.
yes.
he can try to force march it with the tactician just to stun that ballista. That's an option for him. But it's gonna be a road.
Definitely some interesting tactical play here.
And he will have the training. Oh, that's a critical.
That's a crit.
Oof.
He's only got 3 orders left though. And he's no longer has a schemer, so he can't pull more orders out of a hat. He does have 1200 training though, so he can pull more orders out of a
A
hat.
note of 10%, he says. All right, is he killing? No, that's a 1 health. Does he have the training to rush? To get? Yes, he
He can
has
bring
the
one more
training.
archer
He's
in,
got
and he's
plenty
gonna
of
get that
training.
kill right now.
What can he bring? Yep, there we go. That'll do it.
Yep.
Boom.
Coming in right now. Oh, that's
The
devastating.
crit did it. So yeah, I don't love this push from Fonder. Like sending in 1 or 2 units. Like this is also what happened on turn 20. He went on an adventure to stun an archer with his tactician and then lost 2 slingers because they got zona controlled similarly. I don't know what he was hoping to accomplish with this attack.
3 more moves, 3 more orders. What does he? He moves a swordman towards the city.
It's just a warrior, not a swordsman.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry, warrior. Warrior. I see the sword on
I
the
know, I know, I know.
icon. So I feel like they should switch the names, switch the icons or something, so I don't make that mistake.
Presumably, it is he's done here with orders. He did pick up slavery, as we mentioned. He has another gems luxury that he doesn't have the orders to assign. He did burn about 800 training on that, but I think it's worth it to kill that unit. Absolutely. That's why you
Rule
have
number
it.
1.
That is why you have the training pool.
Rule number 1 when you attack, you either attack with everything you have or you stay home.
All right, he's got a road.
Never half-ass an attack.
He's got a road to his ballista, or sorry, to his battering ram. Which way is the battering ram going to go? Back home, I presume. I would be shocked if he goes in with this.
He'll lose those
They're
workers.
similar.
No, he is gonna push. He doesn't want to lose that worker.
Pretty easy ambitions for him. Control 3 siege units or 4 shrines. So
Oh, that's brutal.
is he going in?
He is going in.
Oh. And
Wow.
that slinger is gonna okay, and now the ballista is gonna
He's
yep.
going for
And that's
And
a
a
crit.
crit.
And that's
Oh,
a
and it's
crit.
I don't like the idea of trading the ram for the ballista.
2
because,
rams
well,
for
I mean,
the
I guess you
ballista.
can make more rams.
You can make more rams. That's true. You can also make more ballistas, although he doesn't have the deck. So I see your point. Okay, well the stun is also pretty tough, right? So that feels like a high price for ballista, though. But I guess he has another ram on the way, and then is building yet another one. So these spears, trying to hide them in scrub. Yeah, pretty fascinating game here. He cleared the notes. 10%. There's a note for 10% somewhere. It was a 10% chance of a crit.
Unfortunately, we were just 2 turns away from Aran getting steel and he does have plenty of warriors nearby. He has at least 1 in a city right now, 2 more on the way,
Bunch
and
of
those can
training
be
banked.
upgraded to axes.
Yes,
Real
and a
quick,
bunch
just
of
real
training
quick.
banked. But it's a turn away.
Real quick. I did the calculation. If Aaron just moves that warrior next to the
Schemer or Zealot? He picked
battering
Zealot
ram,
for his lead. Sorry, so he had a choice of Schemer and
go ahead.
Zealot,
That's more
and he
important.
picked Zealot for his leader. So we might see
He
a
has the
Oh,
religion.
no.
conversion. He has tons of civics.
Oh, no.
We might see a convert next turn.
He has exactly the amount of
zealot on the
damage to kill that ram.
1,000 civics in the bank.
1,000 civics in the bank and a zealot. Let's see if he assigns him as a general. Unfortunately, he's crippled, so he's going to be the world's slowest general.
He doesn't have the time to recruit that ram. He has to kill that ram, and he
He's
has
going to kill it.
just
Yeah.
enough damage.
Yep. Dang. 2 rams, and the ballista's not dead.
Wow.
And he's gonna move that militia.
And he's
protect that
body
ballista.
blocking with the militia too. You cannot reach this ballista.
Strong
my lord.
tactics here from Aran.
Love this tactical play here. From Aran.
Aran, yeah.
East Assyria is better than West Assyria. No, West Assyria is better than East Assyria.
We're doing our best.
And here it is. The
He
zealot
is
is
assigned a general on this archer here by Katna. So he can
amazing plays from both players.
Ranged. Yes, that champion seat militia. I think that he made another militia because there's one over here as well. Yeah, so the beauty of the zealot is it has on the archers, he deals with crippled by being a zealot, and also so it's normal fatigue instead of 4, and with 2 range he can enlist anything at 2 range, which is really nice. Like I just don't love tacticians on melee units. Like if he had his tactician on a slinger, for example, he could have stunned the ballista from range. So
I just wanna like
Oh, he's
take the
opened up a
moment.
path.
What's up?
I don't think he has enough range to take
Wait,
this
we'll
out,
focus
though.
on this. Well, let's focus on this for a second.
Swapping over to Fonder's turn. Let's see what happens here.
Does he have the damage? He does not. Unless if he moves
He could kill
as
this
before.
militia with these 2 spears and then move something else in. So we could see the ballista
Yes, he
fall.
could
Yes, we're
force
going to
march
see
a
the
spear.
ballista fall here.
He can force march a spear.
Yep, we have this spear back here in range. This is a bloodbath. What an intense fight right here.
Boom.
2 rams for a ballista, though. I'm not sure I like it, but still impressive.
New ram coming on. Oh, wait, does he want to take the champion seat? Is that his goal here? He's going to deny the champion seat? I mean, that.
Well, unfortunately, the seat was just going to swap to a different city. That 50% seat
Yeah,
bonus
yeah,
just
it just
swaps
moves around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't lose it forever. The ram is coming up here. I honestly don't understand this attack timing, and I don't understand this attack placement. Like, what the hell are we doing here? Just baiting ballistas out and killing them, like at super high cost? What
We're
do you
making
think?
good content. That's what we're doing. We're
That's fair.
making
That's
good
fair. This
content
is
for
very good
fans.
content. This is very good. I love the notes too, Fonder. When you watch this, love the notes. I might do that in my game. Just drop. I mean, I drop lots of notes anyway. So I also love Fonder's ambition here. I don't know if you saw, Sion. He put on his capital. If you pick up a worker, you can see the notes are for all the legendary wonders in his capital. He did
Yeah, I
that on like
the
turn 1,
ambition.
and I'm like, okay.
Well, I'll take a moment to appreciate this fight. You're right, it's great content. It's providing. It is a bloodbath. I disagree with the both of you. This is the perfect time for Fonder to attack because right now, at this specific moment, he knows that Aran doesn't have a response to anything that he brings.
Well,
That
one thing
this
that is
is
interesting, during that bloodbath, they were staying similar, and then it switched over now. They're still similar, but the death of that ballista did push Aran into the weaker territory. So it's just interesting to see the back and forth here each turn with kills getting taken on each side, just how slight of a power advantage Fondor's is.
yeah, and
We
I'm
have
looking
axes
at
coming online now. This is the exact perfect timing for those axes to start getting upgrade, because now they're going to come in and start doing 7 damage to these spears. The counter has arrived, and there's no way that Fonder could have predicted that indeed, but it's certainly a dangerous proposition when you're dealing with someone who's learned from you, because you don't know where or how deep in the tech tree they could be.
yes, that is something I agree with for sure.
Especially since Aran only has 3 laws active, so it's really hard to know where the hell he is in the tech tree. Like, because there's just 3 laws. Like, you could be anywhere. Enlisted.
And we have an enlisted spear.
Hello, and from the city, so he can't like counter. So that is
Swinging us
swinging
back
the
to
power.
similar.
Yeah.
He So real quick, Aaron got an upgrade on his leader. He has the choice between fierce, shield bearer, or tough or robust. I'm curious
Clearly
on what he will
robust.
go here. I would,
Clearly robust.
yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I would go for fierce.
I would go for robust.
The reason why, there are too many infantry on the table. That's 10% against each infantry.
Robust is you can attack more with more units. That's more units attacking. Better econ.
Agreed.
We'll see what he
But
picks.
my units, yeah. You know what? You're right. Let's see what he goes for.
I think we can agree that he will not go for
Shield bearer.
shield bearer or tough. So.
And that's the
Interesting
second.
militia
That's the militia.
upgrade, locking in that spear. Gonna make sure that spear dies next turn.
Yep. The worker moved up and upgraded militia. Zone of control, beautiful zone of control play from Aran.
Very strong tactics from Aran. He's gonna go far in this tournament if he wins this match, I think.
Also, Chariot coming up out of Katna.
And he goes fierce. He goes for fierce.
Fierce, all right. A fierce engineer makes it really hard. Hit infantry and spears better. And yeah, he's got that chariot coming up in 2 turns. So like that ram doesn't even know how dangerous it is.
And Fierce was enough to give these axemen, they were doing 7 damage to spears
doing 8.
before, and now they are doing 8. So it's just enough to give them a boost there.
It's another way of getting orders, being more efficient with your kills. All right, Civics Boost instant pick from Founder. No surprise there.
Axemen rushed for Aran on the front city, and that's the pullback.
Yeah,
We have the retreat.
It's time to GTFO.
It's like, oh, well,
there's an enlist.
I have spears, and you have axes.
Spears versus axes is really, really rough.
I might just back up a little bit.
Still only 31 science. So Founder is doing quite a lot of military production out of his capital, which means it doesn't really have any specialists apart from 2 apprentice officers. Over here, Aran also only has apprentice officers as capital, but 41 science. So both, but this feels really low science to me at turn 55. What do you think, Sion?
Fonder's going to need to figure out his culture situation. He does have the potential to get 7 laws, but he's nowhere near getting a citadel. And honestly, if it were me back when I had a few Rams, I think I would have tried to go for the longer play and press my advantage with a clear opportunity to have siege towers before my opponent. But he's just going to have to figure out how to get culture in his cities.
Does have his settler ready for the 7th or his 6th city finally. Go ahead, Nizar. Am I saying it right?
So I want to take a look at the science route for Founder. Right now, he's researching Civic Boost. He has the opportunity or the option to go for Steel. Or these. Sure, if he
Boost is
doesn't
the right
go,
play.
Sure, maybe.
800 civics.
Right now, what I'm thinking, yeah, 800 civics is a lot and wonderful, but if he gets pushed right now, he has no answer.
It's 16 turns of civics. You can rush out stuff.
Fair.
So like he can rush out rams, which answer everything except for the chariot. Like he was a little aggressive here with like trying to kill that ballista. Made for good content though, so we won't complain.
We take it. We take what we get.
It's interesting. Players have different styles. Both these players seem pretty military heavy, aggressive heavy. At least, I mean, it's a small map, so understandably so.
They have no other options.
Yeah. Aran's turn. Right, how to say your name again? Nizar?
Yes, okay. You said it right.
And Aran, I'm just going to say it Aran, even though I know that's not quite right because I can't tell the way you're saying it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a really hard name, especially with our accent. I'm lucky enough to know 2 languages, so I'm able to somehow say his name right. Somehow.
Which other language do you speak, if I can ask?
Arabic.
Arabic, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
here
so
we go. He's pushing
settling
the Axemen.
in. Yeah, he cleared out that last spear that got zone locked. So
be efficient with those orders. You don't have to attack with all of your units when you can attack just with one.
Yep. Chariot, Trapper. Is he going to take Judaism? Is that no? He's Ranch Trapper. I guess it's just for the extra order in the cap.
Oh, pushing forward, damaging that spearman. I think he can kill that spearman with his archers.
9 orders left. I don't really see a way to kill that. Maybe convert? It feels like he's going to have to burn some training to do it.
Yep. He's going for it.
He's going to have to burn some training to do it. I don't know that I love this. He'll just be able to barely do it. But he'll have to burn his entire training pool, I think. and the spear is just going to instantly die.
And he decided to heal instead. He does not have the orders for it. He's gonna go for another axeman on that warrior.
Yeah, I mean, he'll cut down his ability to upgrade and everything.
Yes. And he has a chariot upcoming
They're going
in
to
his
rush out that
cleric
Axeman as well.
seat.
Yep, and he is rushing out the Axeman with training because he's a zealot
He can do a lot. He
and
has a
has a
lot of
state
civics to switch things.
and a state
Fonder
religion.
gotta be very careful right now.
Yeah, that power curve is probably swinging. Yep, indeed, Aran is ahead, power curve wise. Toggle back over to Fonder. That spearman runs away with its life. He's roading, which is good to enable the rams to move. You're like, why is he roading the rivers? So that he can move, because rams don't get a move bonus on rivers, but they do on... it's more efficient for them to move on roads than it is on rivers. So
One thing I'm taking a look at now, Fondor in this game has created 17 military units up until this point, compared to Aran's only 12. With 2 units coming out next turn, that number in total is evening out. Combined with the combat that we've seen and the tactical advantage that has been going to Aran each time, that's going to be a momentum swing. And I wouldn't be surprised if Aran starts to get bold with this retreat that he sees here and maybe try to press an advantage.
yeah, I think the important stat to look at there as well is 5 units lost for Aran, but 9 lost for Fonder. So trades have been
Indeed.
going Aran's way, and now he has 8 cities online. Fonder did not have orders last turn to settle this 6th city. It's also going to be settled on turn 56, so it's going to take a long time to be useful. He's basically he's going to settle it next turn, I guess. He can't quite reach. He still doesn't have developing in his champion seat. I also has only built 1 shrine, so like, or 2 shrines, hasn't built that training shrine. Really wish he would. On top of that lavender. So yeah.
So right now at the moment we are looking at 13 units versus for Aran versus 11 for Fonder. 12 with that battering ram upcoming next turn. It's not looking that good for Fonder right now because you have an axeman coming up, you have a chariot coming up. They just came out, so now that's 15 units.
He threw away 2 rams for a ballista, so it's not a advantageous trade. Let's see what Aran does this turn. Looks like there's going to be a drought, and potentially he could let's call it after this turn and continue later. Okay. I am grateful because I can go to sleep. And
Just a
exciting
side
part
note,
1. So
just a side note, Fonder thought that the match would start 12 hours ago.
yes, I presume
So
Fonder is East Coast or West Coast or something. So
his West Coast, he thought that the match was gonna start at 11 a.m.
yeah.
because I was talking to him. I'm like, hey, can we like do a practice match? And he goes, no, I can't do that. I already practiced. And then at 11, at around 8 a.m., he sends me a message. Oh, I thought the match was at 11 a.m.
Time zones are
So
hard.
time zones are very hard.
Yeah. So yeah, 11
So
p.m.
it is
It's
like
very late
1
for
a.m.
him.
for him.
Yep, and for me, and even later for you all. Almost 2 a.m. actually. So yeah, tournament stuff. So
Well,
I'm so
definitely a
glad I woke up
strong
and watched
showing, an exciting part 1. I'm
exciting
glad
match.
to catch the end of it.
Yes. Looking forward to part 2. Hopefully they can schedule it at a slightly later hour. Do you know where Aaron is in the world, or what time zone he's in? Or is this just a
Europe.
Europe? Okay, so
Yeah, Eastern Europe.
He's European.
we're trying to do a 10-hour stretch here. So yeah, pretty rough scheduling. Props to Fonder. Oh, save to move to cloud, but don't actually take your cloud turns. Okay. Don't know this tactic. Presumably
It's easier to save it when you put it in cloud.
you can save it and then you reconvert back to network. Okay. So cool. Can I save the game as an observer? Yes, I can. So let me do that as well, just in case we need to host. Cool. Very, very, very exciting. Let's take a look at some charts. Workers, 11 workers for Aran versus 5 for Fonder. Military units, as Sion said, 17 to 14. 5 to 9 on the military units lost. 26 to 25 on kill because lots of barb clears. Each cleared 5's camps. 5 to 3 laws. 13 to 11 techs. 50 years longest reign versus 28 years. 5 courtiers for Fonder versus only 2 for Aran. No ruins on this map. 49 improvements for Aran to 35 for Fonder. Growth chart. Civics chart. Training chart. Culture chart. Pretty big lead for Aran there. Happiness chart. Science chart. Consistent lead for Aran. Money chart. Orders
And
chart.
one stat that Aran is now aware of, or at least if he caught it in his previous turn, was that for the first time Fonder shifted to weaker.
Wow, that attack was very much a swing.
Yep. Completing that ram just now did bring him back to similar, but as long as Aran was able to catch it, he does know that that momentum has swung definitely in his favor.
I think he already knows that it did, mainly because of his scouts that are literally everywhere. I think he knows that what's in Nispis is all that he has.
You've got great vision with those scouts. And I lost the connection to the servers. The game is over.
Connection.
All right. Well, thank you all for watching. Interesting. The scout stayed stealthed. I guess it got bumped out of a forest. I'm actually not sure because schemer scouts do get revealed right when the schemer dies. Maybe
No, they don't.
They don't.
I told you
I
they
know.
did change that
That
recently.
changed. Okay.
All invisibility is indefinite until
Except for
the
border
scout
boost.
move.
Except for border boost.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you all. Have a great night, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are. Continue to stay tuned to the Discord for future matches. We got a lot this weekend. And thank you for watching. And we'll get part 2 to you whenever the players manage to schedule and let us know.
Have a good night, everyone. Or a good morning.
Take care.
Take care.